got numbers. Hey guys, welcome to ClevelandMoto Podcast, episode number 525. Light 'em up, boys. They're off to the races. What a wow, man, that was a powerful Jesus Christmas.
Right in the face.
Wow. Yeah. All right, we always like an effervescent out.
Wasn't even on a motorcycle.
Right. Ooh, big bangs. Oh, and tonight's podcast, we got a full house. Special guests and everything. To my immediate left, we have
Sean Noel.
And Sean, what did you ride tonight?
My Honda Civic.
Damn straight you did. And to his immediate left, we have
Brendan Baker.
Baker. What'd you ride tonight?
My wife's car.
Exactly. Yeah, we're going to get to that in a second. To his immediate left, we have
Steve Sleepy.
And what did you ride tonight, Sleepy?
The effervescent Ford, whatever it is.
Yeah, it's like something. It's, yeah. It's something slightly bigger than a Focus, right?
Yes, exactly.
All right. To his immediate left,
Johnny Mac.
And John, what did you ride tonight?
My highly tuned 2012 Kia Sorento.
There you go. And to his immediate left, your right,
Speedy Pete.
Speedy Pete. What'd you ride tonight, Speedy?
I'm on Honda Fit.
The Honda Fit.
Love the Fit.
To his immediate left and far stage right,
Shanky Smith.
Shanky Smith. And behind the bar.
Well, what I rode tonight.
Oh, yeah, I'm sorry. What'd you ride tonight? What'd you ride tonight?
Kia Sorento.
Okay, and behind the bar tonight?
Kia Optima.
Dan Kroenke.
Dan Kymco. What did you ride tonight, Dan?
Subaru Descent.
A Subaru Descent.
So what we're saying is the whole neighborhood is parked up at this
And then our bartender tonight.
Descended.
Tom Bennington.
And what did you ride tonight, Tom?
Honda Civic.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And Phil Waters, your humble
Very
narrator, and I
sporty
drove the
cars here.
1999 Volvo hearse.
Yeah.
So,
Who is that?
That's
Who's
me.
that?
Yeah, it's a
Oh, my God.
1999 Volvo hearse.
Oh my God!
Yeah.
I thought it was like Harold and Maude all
It
over
was,
again.
yeah,
you know?
it's the more sensible version of Harold and Maude.
Not the Jaguar
It's the
E-Type.
Harold and Maude
yeah.
with more mile,
Yeah,
longer lifespan. Well, the reason we're all riding four wheels tonight is because the weather got fucking evil. It just got evil on us. I went from like, this is perfect. I love this weather. I get to wear all my gear.
I know. Yesterday, if we did it yesterday, it was great.
In our group, Dan, our part-time mechanic, Dan, and his group, Shapes Moped Club, had their fall colors ride they were going to do yesterday afternoon.
Dan or Nick?
Nick. Sorry, did I say Dan?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that.
New Nick.
Thought
there was a secret mechanic I wasn't aware of.
New Nick. So New Nick and Lizzie, they were getting together, the moped guys. They were going to meet at Skidmark Garage, and they had a route planned to go look at all the Christmas or the Halloween lights and the fall colors and all that cool stuff. And it was funny because before he left the shop for the day, he was like, I don't know, man. And I was like, I have a feeling you're all just going to get together at Skidmark and have a few beers and you ain't going nowhere. And they didn't go anywhere. So I was like,
It's like 40 degrees and sideways rain all day.
it was. And so what was hilarious was right near the end of our day, we had these two gentlemen show up on a Honda CBR 500 with a full Repsol livery, right?
Oh yeah.
So it's a parallel twin 500, but from the distance, it looks like
in the
Valentino
rain today,
Rossi's bike.
like yeah.
So
Like it
this
should
was
have
yesterday.
the R's after it.
Yeah, and so no R's, zero R's. And so I get out there and I see the guy and he's in my shop and he's not dressed for a good trip in the cold. And it was not yet raining, but it was going to. And I see him and I'm like, they're looking around the shop and they're looking at the ram mounts and everything else. And I'm like, okay, all right. So Renee says, hey, they just bought that bike and he's riding that bike to Saginaw, Michigan.
Without gear.
And I was like,
Oh yeah, wait. How, you got to do that?
yeah,
on
so
the hand,
you have to pull out your Michigan map. So
why
you pull
does
out your
everyone-
Michigan map,
yeah.
and then you say Saginaw, Michigan's right there, right? So people understand where Saginaw, Michigan is. And I always carry my Michigan map with me. Yes. Well, I just know the word. I just know the rules. And I said, what? And he goes, yeah, I'm riding right now. So I'm leaving as soon as I get a ram mount on my bike.
Swearingen.
Swearingen! Dave Swearingen is in the house. Yay! So I said, maybe don't buy the ram mount. Maybe go buy the rain suit instead. Right?
Right.
Just a tip from your Uncle Phil. And choices needed to be made. And they were committed to buying the ram mount system so he could have a cradle for his phone. And meanwhile, he's got a driver in a car. Just follow the car. Right?
Yeah.
The car's warm and dry. He can figure out the logistics. You just got to stay behind him. Buy a rain suit, dude. They couldn't be young men. They couldn't be swayed. And then I got out there and realized the bike had an extended swing arm on it.
Oh.
So the bike had a chrome polished extended swing arm. It had about...
And it's a 500?
Yeah. Oh. And it had about 6 kinks in the chain. It did not look like it had been very well maintained.
Did he buy it off of like?
He bought it on like Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah,
and he was going to drive it home 3 hours or whatever to Saginaw, Michigan. And I was like, well,
I wonder if he
so
made it.
I went and got him some hot packs. And I was like, I was looking in the dump bin for some extra gloves and, whatever I could help the kid out with. But then again, an old guy can't tell a young guy nothing. They were like, no, we got this. We're cool. They dicked around in the parking lot for another half an hour, putting the RAM mount on. I borrowed some tools, like that. Okay. By the time they left my shop, Mother Nature had said, you waited too long. And I was like, this is it. It's going to be a 100%
Because
wet ride.
I don't care if it starts raining while I'm riding.
Yeah.
But it's really hard to get on your bike in the middle of a downpour and say, okay, I'm leaving.
Yeah, you don't want to start out in the rain. If it happens while you're doing
just
it, you're
suffer
like,
through
okay.
Again, so I didn't feel good enough to go, charity him a rain suit or anything, but they had options. They made choices. Choices were made.
You know what goes really well with the extended swing arm? A kinked chain.
A kinked? Oh yeah,
Yeah, that's a really good idea.
Well,
Again,
Don't forget
Sounds
the
very
bald.
kinky.
Don't forget the bald tire.
the back tire was sad.
Oh, no.
The back
Well, that
tire
was what sold it, though.
Yeah,
Ooh, and in the rain yet.
and in the rain. Yeah, exactly. And
There we go.
He made it as far as Sheffield Lake or what?
We don't
Radio
know.
guy, thanks.
We've never heard
We
from
don't
them
know.
ever again. I did clue them into the podcast, so they might be listening right meow. And I told them about the rule. If they want to participate in the live chat, they can participate in the live chat. So they might chime in and say, "There's nothing wrong with that chain or that tire, and we made it. You're an idiot." or
Won't be the first time.
they're in Toledo,
Yeah.
We know at least one part of that statement is absolutely true.
right? Or they live in Toledo now. Yeah, that's it. That's just they set up camp. I guess they were both linemen. Actually, they're electrician, guys that work on the pole.
Okay.
I thought you meant football players.
Linemen.
I just like it better that they work on the pole. So yeah,
John has that sweatshirt. What's it say?
We'll dance for motorcycle parts.
There you go.
And that's
And it's
so
got
true.
it's got a very slender guy on a pole, if I remember.
Didn't say
correctly.
how you had to dance.
So, does anybody sitting at this table today, right now, have a sad, amazing, or demoralizing story about how they got a motorcycle that they purchased home despite adversity? Anyone?
Oh yeah.
Anyone?
Oh yeah. 100%.
Okay, I'm going to let Tom go first.
Okay.
Lay it on me.
So the first vehicle, two-wheeled vehicle I ever purchased brand new was an Aprilia SR50. I still have it out in the garage.
Okay.
And I made the dumbass decision to buy it in January in Baltimore from Mark.
From Mark.
Juris.
From Mark Juris.
And
Motostrada.
so I'm in Catonsville up north, up by Towson, and I have to get to the inner. Was I living in the Inner Harbor? I think I was living down in the Inner Harbor by then. So I had to ride that from Catonsville at 35 miles an hour.
Oh, yeah.
In a blinding blizzard.
Oh, shit.
All the way down to the Inner Harbor.
Yeah.
And I'm I got my
And at
parka on, my
35
winter
miles an hour, is
gloves,
that like an hour and
helmet.
15 minutes?
Oh, yeah, it took ever. And by the time I got home, I swear it was 3 feet of snow out there.
Oh, man.
Stop for a pit beef and a crack rock.
Absolutely.
Sleepy, what's your deal?
So I think it was 2017-ish. I made the deal and I was going to buy my Super Tenere, and it was in Kentucky. It was below Ohio in Kentucky. So I had my friend Shady Bob. Shady Bob is the guy you call when you need shady stuff done. But this time it was just, can you drive me down to Kentucky? I'll pay you.
How could
And he
that
said,
possibly
yes.
go wrong?
So Shady Bob drove me down, and the guy was really nice. His house was beautiful. He was a dentist. And the bike was like, it was, imagine this, back then, 2017, Tenere 1200, 2,800 miles, probably about $7,000 of it at alt-rider shit thrown at it.
Wow.
With luggage and everything.
Right.
$7,500.
Deal.
I was like, yep, on the way, done.
Good.
See ya, So I get down there, and he's a motorcycle guy. So bam, we're buzzed. We're like connected. And he's like, so what did you get? Because obviously you didn't. Oh, let me show you my new Harley. And I got a BMW GS too. And so now he's showing me the GS and this. And let me show you the project. Oh fuck, I got to see the project. So now I'm in the back, and it's a fucking like 48 W something like Harley. And I'm
WA
like,
or
oh fuck
something,
yeah,
yeah.
We're talking. You want a beer? I'm like, at the time I still drank. I'm like, yeah, I'll have a beer. Now we're talking. We're drinking beers and stuff. And like the morning is now gone.
Oh, yeah.
And now the afternoon is sliding. And did I tell you it was November 6th?
Oh.
I forgot about being November 6th.
Yeah.
So when I drove down there, it was like 50 degrees.
Yeah.
It was a fucking beautiful day. It was sunny, 50 degrees. So we went in the guy's garage. Of course, he closed the door because it's a heated garage. So I have no idea what the fuck's going on outside. So when I finally start loading up, I said, looking at the time, that's a 5.5 hour drive. It's 4 o'clock. I should probably start going. Yeah. So he opens the garage to a fucking dilute, not rain.
Yeah.
Not like, I'm sprinkling. I mean, like fucking, like there's 2 inches of water on his driveway getting pelted with water. And I'm like, fuck. I'm like, I got to go. Cause I have to be at work the next day too. Like I took 1 day off to make this happen. Right?
Yeah, that was it.
So I'm like, okay, fuck. So I get on the bike, but I'm prepared. I have like layers. I have my frog togs. I have all this. But the best part is I bought fucking $280 Climb waterproof fucking snowmobile gloves.
Oh, yeah.
Because this is going to be my winter fucking gloves because
Yeah.
they're going to be great, right? So I jump on the bike and for about the first half hour, I'm following my GPS and it's fucking pouring. Like every time I have to stop at a light, I'm like, I just don't want to go anymore. I'm just like that. So I finally get on the highway. I'm able to do like 50 or 60 miles an hour and it's fucking freezing and wet, but I'm still dry. But then the gloves. They lasted about 30, these $275 gloves lasted about 35 miles. And then what happens is because they're snowmobile gloves and they have all that padding, they turn into giant diapers on your hand. So now I have these gel-filled fucking diapers on my hands that are now cold and I'm driving and I'm like, whatever, let's just fucking muscle through. The bike's worth it. So I'm muscling through and I'm going and I'm just fucking riding and riding. I'm through the Dayton and I'm coming up through whatever and I get near Columbus and now it's 34 degrees.
Yeah.
And now I'm like, fuck, man. I'm like, this is getting bad.
And have frozen hands.
So I stop at like the one stop over there, like between Columbus, whatever. It's like the dome looking building where they have the shit and all this stuff. So I buy a set of workers gloves, right? That have the rubber kind of stuff on it. I shove those on and a couple of heating pads and like rip the shit out of the Climbs, but put the shell over the new things and this. And I'm hoping that this will work because it's now cold and it's not raining. It's kind of sleeting and snowing.
Yeah.
So now I take off and I fucking leave Columbus and it's getting fucking gnarly. Like the highway's at 45 and I'm following semis in their fucking trucks. And now there's getting to be like a 1/4 inch of slush on both sides of the fucking tire tracks. And I'm like, it has, fortunately, it has like 40, 60 tires. So I do have some tread. It's not some like grip. Slicks or some shit like that.
And some rider aids, right?
Yeah. It had rain mode and all that shit. And it has crash bars. So if I did lead it over and I was going that slow, it probably wouldn't have killed the bike or anything. But anyways, I'm trying not to do that, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So it's fucking dark. It's cold. It is like 9:30 now. I left like 5 hours ago and I'm like 45 minutes outside of Columbus. I still have however to go, right? So I'm on 71 going and going and going. And I finally make it to the 271 break. It's like 11 o'clock at night, dude.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm like, I'm like, if I get off the
and
bike.
You're in the snow belt now.
Yeah. Well, no, it is full on snowing at this part, right? And like, I know that if I stop and try to do anything, I will never get back on the bike because the lower half of myself is frozen.
You're done.
I'm like the dude in fucking Dumb and Dumber, basically. Like I'm on this bike, right? There's ice hanging off the windscreen, everything. I used to have all these pictures on my Facebook before it got deleted. Like everything was up there. I had to meet at a gas station, like leaving, and it's snowing or whatever, all the dumb shit. And so I fucking, I make it to like wherever like Boston Mill, all the ski guys are on 271 there. And I'm like, I'm going to make it. I'm going to make this fucking bike make it home. And it's fucking snowing, man. And like my phone is blowing up in my pocket. I know it's
That's
my
why
wife.
the ski resorts are there.
Yeah, right. Like,
but I just rode by there.
My wife, my phone is like just blowing up and it's fucking on my headset, and I'm just trying to listen to music and focus on getting home because I'm hallucinating at this point, right? And so I'm like, stop fucking calling me in my head. But, I don't blame her at this point.
Right.
So I made it. I remember getting off because I lived at Cleveland Heights at the time. So I got off 271 onto fucking Cedar Road. When I made it to Cedar, I was like, oh, fuck, I can make this, dude. I can make it. So I remember getting to my fucking house and the gate was closed. And I'm on my bike and I'm like, fuck this. I stopped, put it in neutral. I called my wife. I'm like, can you open the gate? I can't. She's like, oh my God, you're on your motorcycle?
Yeah.
It's 12:30 at night now. I've been gone the whole fucking day, right?
Christ.
She opens the garage. At this point, there's so much snow on my driveway. I almost dropped the bike after all this time getting into my fucking garage. The back is like, and if it's a 600 and fucking some pound bike. It's not fun on snow.
Yeah.
So I finally get this fucking thing in the garage and I'm sitting there and I'm like, holy fuck. I'm like, whew. So I'm so tired that I remember climbing off. I go upstairs, but then I'm shaking. Like I have almost hypothermia or whatever you got, right? So I take a hot shower. Doesn't help me. I got 15 blankets, a fucking like my daughter's fucking like My Little Pony fucking sleeping bag and
Whatever
shit.
works.
Whatever you
just
got, man.
Fucking shaking, dude. It took me all night to. I had to call off work the next day because
If this would have been today, you could have stacked chickens on you.
Yeah,
You could have
right.
stacked like an armadillo under one arm, a raccoon on the other arm. You'd have been fine.
Yeah, just a pair of turkeys.
the funny part was in the morning when it was light again, it was still fucking cold out.
Right.
So it used to be on my. I wish I still have my things. I'll look. I'm sure I have something somewhere. But like the bike looked like those fucking pictures you see in Alaska. It was like icicles hanging off the fucking crash bars. The headlights had the fucking the necessary brush guards for driving on the highway. And
filled
just
snow
filled
and
with snow and death and fucking everything, and like it was crazy. It looked like I shouldn't have made it home at all.
In 1990, Cleveland is famous for a season we call Fall Spring, and so it was March 3rd, and it was like 54 degrees. It was going to be 54 degrees. And I had been, and back in those days, we didn't have the internet or anything. So I had been bird dogging, Cycle Trader, IONEX and all that different stuff.
Or Indian Summer.
And it was, this was a true trading time special. So I'd wanted a single overhead cam Honda because when I was in the military, I had a 69 BMW, right? So I just wanted, for my first bike in the States, I wanted to have a CB750. That's what I wanted. And I saw at J&J Motors down in Massillon, they had a 1978 CB750 with 3,000 original miles, runs perfect, everything's great. It was the black livery with the orange stripe and the gold stripe, and it was perfect, chef's kiss, bone stock, nothing on this bike. So it was like very fucking early March. I put on a Leathers members only jacket that I got at Aldi in Germany. Okay, there was zero insulation in this cocksucker. I had my Taurus fake showy helmet on, like my Taurus fake showy helmet. I had a pair of arguably uninsulated motorcycle gauntlets. I had put on my thickest jeans I owned and my army boots. I told my wife, I got to haul ass down there because this guy's willing to sell me this bike for $750 if I get there now.
Buck a
CC for a beautiful CB750. And my wife at the time was a German girl. And so we had an 84 Subaru GL wagon, and we jump in the Subaru and we haul ass down to Massillon, which is not a small distance away from where we're sitting right now. We get down there, and again, 54 degrees and sunny, right? Get down, jump on the bike, look at it. He pushes it out. Battery's dead, of course. It's not running, of course. I'm going to do the deal. $750 is in my pocket. I understand we're going to talk about some taxes too. And Kirk, the guy that we all know, Kirk Compton from State 8 Motorcycles, is my salesman. Okay. And he's like, wow, Sergeant Waters, this is quite the undertaking you're on. And okay, let's do it. So he let us put a new battery in it. Let us do this. Let us do that. I'm a little ashamed the bike wasn't ready to go. So I'm sitting there, right? And I'm buying a little bit of time, but it's now in the afternoonish. So it's in the afternoonish. The bike finally rolls out. I take the bike out, and as I go to take the bike around the parking lot to give it a quick test ride, it dumps all of its gas down on the ground. So it's just pissing gas out the bottom of it. I'm like, no. Give it to him again. He takes it back. Don't worry, we'll fix it. They throw an emergency repair on it, keep the gas inside the bike, right? Hey, CWCNZ. Hello from Christchurch, New Zealand. You guys' podcast is the best bike one. Well, thank you.
Thank you very
We
much.
appreciate that. And all of your New Zealanders.
I am touched, man.
I am too. So
let's not say where.
Cool. I know, John, get your leg off my hand.
I eventually get on the bike and head north. And my wife is behind me in the Subaru GL. Temp tag on the back of the bike. I'm brand new to this whole, this motorcycle. We start heading north, and as we start heading north, it's getting colder and colder and colder and colder and colder. And I just get to the point where I'm just north of Akron. And as I'm north of Akron, we stop for gas. And I see a sign that says Blizzard, Cleveland.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, they got to be talking about next week.
Yeah,
right? They're not talking about today. It's gorgeous today. Put the gas in the bike. Heike's like, are you sure you're okay? I'm like, I'm fine. This is no problem. And I'm freezing. I'm already frozen. I'm just, every part of me is fucking miserable. So but I'm a tough guy. We're going to handle this.
And you were cold too.
And I was so bad. Right? And so we jump up. We get to, I'm going to just say somewhere south of Cleveland, and it is snowing sideways. And it's snowing sideways, and I'm like, I'm going to die. So we get to Dead Man's Curve, and before we get to Dead Man's Curve, we have to go out to Willoughby. So we got to make a right. So we got to make a right. We get to Dead
right
Man's
in the direction
Curve.
of the probably snow that's coming from the lake, just making everything worse.
It only gets worse.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
Because if you're going east from Dead Man's Curve, you're about to get shit hammered.
Yeah.
So we get to Martin Luther King, and I pull off the side of the road because I can no longer see on the road where the lanes are. Did I mention I'm in a members only jacket?
It was leather though, right?
Yeah, it was leather, right? What are you thinking? So I pull off the side of the road, tell Heike, you got to go front, and I'm going to go in your grooves. So you're going to make tracks for me, and I'm going to stay in your tracks. So she's like, oh, Jesus Christ. We have other options. No, we don't. This is it. And mind you, I'm just back in America from my tour in Germany. The GL wagon's the only thing we have, right? We just got our own house. Like, this is going to be what this is going to be. She gets in front of me, and I stay in her tracks like I am hooked to her fucking bumper. We're at 45 miles an hour or so. We get to the off-ramp at Lost Nation Road, and I lay the bike down across all of the off-ramp into the grass, down the hill, to the bottom of the hill.
I know that exact fucking off-ramp.
And I'm like, oh, I guess I'm in it now. Oh. And me and the bike slide all the way to the bottom of the irrigation ditch or whatever they call that.
I'm guessing you didn't have knobbies on it.
Fuck, I had like IRCs on it, like some fake Metzlers, right? Like Temu Metzlers, right? So Heike gets out. She sees me slide off behind her. She stops the car. She gets out. She and I together struggle fuck this thing up a recently snowed on wet grass hill, which means it is like, it's not a snow angels. It's a snow death camp, right? It's just the evidence of our failure is there for everyone to see.
What's a 750 weigh? Like 500?
No, they're not.
Yeah,
they're not light.
Yeah.
And on street bias tires that are hard as a rock, like we were getting nothing with this.
Right.
Cop pulls over. Cop comes out. Now the cop is involved. They help me struggle fuck the bike up to the top of the road. The cop's like, don't do it. And I'm like, I'm going to do it. And the cop's like, don't fucking do it. I'm like, I'm this close. I mean, I just need to go down Lost Nation Road, past the airport to literally Lakeshore Boulevard, where the lake is. He goes, no, there's 4 inches of snow down there. Oh, and I went, got to do it. And he's like, oh, Jesus Christ. He goes, I'm going to get in front of both of you dumbasses with the lights on. I'm going to make one set of tracks. Your wife's going to make a smaller set of tracks with a Subaru. And we're going to just shy of tow you there. So we're going about 12 and I have both feet down.
Yeah.
I have both feet down. We finally pull into the driveway, obviously. Thank the cop profusely. Did I mention I was a police officer at the time? Because I was. And that's why he helped me so good, right? So now he's got a great story for the rest of my life. So I get the bike in the driveway. I go in the house. I had never had a cold weather exposure injury like that. Because I qualified for every single warning sign of hypothermia I had, including I could not feel my hands or toes at all. And they were not the normal color. So I had to get treated. I literally had to get treated for, a low grade frost nip situation in my extremities and hypothermia for my entire torso. Since I've been trained in such things, I self-medicated with, all the stuff. Heike, to this day, if you ask, she will say, that is when I knew I was going to divorce him. That is when I knew he was the dumbest man I ever met.
You know what? But here's the interesting thing. So you didn't have any gear on, and I had
no gear.
Right, and I had all the gear. Yeah. And so I didn't get any of the frostbite or anything. I just got the core because you just get fucking cold.
My hands and my fingers did not work correctly for 5 or 6 days.
Oh, fuck that.
My feet hurt for like 2 weeks.
Did you find this? So this is kind of a tip if you do find yourself having to ride in snow. Yeah. When you pick a tire track, remember that you might not be able to get out of it.
No.
So pay attention if you're on a 2-lane road and all of a sudden it's going to branch into a one lane into a 2, and you're accidentally in the fast lane and you can't get out of it. You're going to make a lot of people mad. I might have not done that. I'm just saying some people get really upset.
I was in no lane because the sensible people weren't on the roads.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Right. And when the cop was like, "There's 4 inches of snow where your house is," he wasn't lying. And the plow trucks hadn't hit it yet because it was that fresh. And I was just like, this is awful. And I got the bike home and, licked my wounds kind of thing. For those playing in the home game, if you ever seen an old Honda CB, they had crash bars. Like you could buy these J.C. Whitney crash bars that were like big chrome asshole things. And then what people would do is they put folding foot pegs on the outside of those crash bars. And they would be big, dumb, angular folding foot pegs that had the word Honda ground out of them, right? Mm-hmm. Well, when I had fallen over in that fucking massive laydown, I had spun that stupid freaking highway peg all the way around, so it had punched a hole in the right side case of my engine. So my dyno cover, where all the electricity happens.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, I'd cracked and broken that. So
at least you didn't break.
So we have a comment I'm going to dispute. So Zimbo 1212 says the best cold riding gear is snowmobile gear designed to do -20. It is unless it's raining. Yeah. So snowmobile is great, and they say it's waterproof, but it's waterproof for frozen water. If you're in a fucking downpour, I'm telling you, man, you know how much Climb gloves are. These things were the fucking gauntlets that were $300, guaranteed to negative 40 degrees and everything. They lasted 15 minutes, man.
He's right about the.
They also
the
have
thermal
heated grips.
properties, though. They're incredible.
It is absolutely I have a snowmobile helmet that has a heated visor.
Yeah, that's cool.
So I have a snowmobile helmet because I used to commute in the winter all winter long. So I bought a super closeout snowmobile helmet that has a battery pack that heats up the visor. And that's one of the greatest investments ever. And it's got they call it a fog box. So it's got such a fog box that goes over your nose and seals so that you can't fog that thing.
Yep.
One of the best pieces of gear I've ever
And it's like
purchased.
a 2-ply windshield.
It's 2-ply windshield. Yeah, it's 2-ply windshield. It works really good. Super, super awesome.
My worst ride home from buying a new bike was, many years ago. It was also on a CB 750. I think 74. It was Starburst orange metallic.
Ooh,
that sparkle
that's
one
the
I
best
had.
color.
Yeah. And had the original 4 pipes, but it had buck horns and a sissy bar and a little bit of a windshield and everything. So I had Peggy drive me down to Pennsylvania. It was right down the road from where my parents live. And I picked it up for $500 and ran it over to my mom's house on 1 or 2 cylinders. I popped the float poles off because you can do that with them because they have the clothes. Took all the jets out real quick. Cleaned the carburetors and, fired it up, fucking ran great. And so I'm like, okay, well, we're going to head back. And so as soon as we got heading out, Peggy just fucking took the fuck off. I'm like, I guess she's going to just go home, you know? So, but turns out I drove home at 75, 80 mile an hour. I had to make one stop and made it all the way home.
Perfect.
Beautiful fucking day.
Yeah.
And
that was my worst. That was
the
worst
one.
Oh, I forgot to introduce. This is the Shanky Whips cam, brought to you by Shanky's Whip, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much.
Shanky's Whip.
Why don't I have a Yankees right now?
Right. When you're feeling the need for a little vanilla in your life, when you're feeling the need for just a little bit of something sweet, a little something. Well, God, it's Shanky's Whip.
Do you know what this deserves?
You know what that deserves? Go ahead.
A tanuki.
It's a tanuki drink. The tanuki's up. You got a drink. Delicious. So if you're an American person, it's not all of our listeners are, as we know from New Zealand.
Right.
So for our listeners not in the United States of America, well, we're going through some weird shit right now. But a lot of weird shit right now. But one of the things that affects all of us sitting at the table are these tariffs, right? So the tariffs are making buying things a bit of a challenge. Whether it's ethically or morally or just, damn, that got expensive quick.
Financially.
Right? So we have at the shop been dealing with these moving target tariffs, right? So you're like, what is it this week? Oh, okay. And but what hasn't affected us yet is another secret ugly part of the tariff, which is where they are talking about the steel or the aluminum, Miss Emma, that are in the products you're buying. So what they're doing in certain different segments of the market is they're saying, well, not only are we going to tariff you the 40% or whatever because it comes from India, we're also going to tariff you an extra 50% on the steel in the vehicle or 50% on the aluminum or the derivatives in the vehicle. That gets
you got to prove all the casting.
And you got to prove where it was casted, where it was smelted, where it was forged from, what was the source, what dinosaurs, what stones were used in the making of that, which coke and iron, how did you build this? So that's the thing. And according to, and I might start doing this as a part of a feature of our podcast, where I'm going to give you like Motorcycle Industry Council report. So the Motorcycle Industry Council, to those of us that subscribe, put out a notice that said the Department of Commerce is weighing in on an expansion of Section 232 tariffs that could add hundreds of new product categories, not least of which for us is motorcycles, electric motorcycles, parts, and some off-highway vehicles. To the existing 50% duties on steel and aluminum derivatives. So why this is important is if you're buying a motorcycle, there's going to be steel and aluminum in it. And although your manufacturer or your distributor is saying that in order to get this motorcycle sold to you, somebody is absorbing a 15 to 50% or 65% if it's from China tariff, now we're going to also tariff you for the steel and the aluminum that are in that vehicle. This could be overwhelming. We are already seeing it in some of the brand new vehicles that our customers are ordering. So if you have the ability to buy existing pre-tariff inventory, this is the fucking time to do it. Do not play the game that we were playing back in February and March. We're like, oh, they're just talking about that. It's not going to happen. It happened.
Yeah.
August 9th, it happened. And now we're getting ready for the, if you thought that was bad, wait until you see this fucking trick. Because once they start saying, and you're not in a position to fight this, your motorcycle has in it 17 kilograms of aluminum. And we are saying that aluminum needs to be taxed at $50 per kilogram. Then they're going to be charging you an additional dollar amount based on how many kilograms of aluminum they say is in your product. And you're not going to be in a position to argue with that. And when they say how much steel is in your product, you're not going to be in a position to argue with that.
Do the I mean, obviously they probably have that data, but is that something that they're going to give out?
This is going to have a chilling effect, because what will happen based on the distributors that we already have, that we buy parts from overseas, they have said that since we cannot tell you where the steel in our exhaust system came from, since we cannot tell you where the aluminum in our exhaust system came from, because we buy the exhaust, and before they write the word Akrapovich on the side of the exhaust, they are buying that from somebody else.
If they can't prove it, they have to pay the highest
maximum amount. That is exactly right.
And this is why it's going to change for. We just had this at Parts Unlimited show, big tariff seminar. I thought I knew something about tariffs until I heard this person talking.
And when we talk about PU, we're talking about the largest motorcycle parts distributor in the United States of America.
And in Europe and Canada. PU
is a big deal.
And they're saying, if you can't prove that smelting, then you're paying the max. And a lot of those people in the room were your European manufacturers, and they're all worried. And it's gonna end up, the consumer, obviously we all know this, everyone's it's gonna come down. It just hasn't hit 100% yet. And there's still a lot of stuff out there that is pre-tariff stuff to go through the channel. But once we get through that, then what?
Well, I mean, look at the post I did on the chat thing today of that guy from the scooter place. It took him 9 weeks to get his stuff. Yep. He finally got it. The boxes were destroyed. Luckily, they packed it so well, nothing broke. Right. Yeah. But then 3 weeks later, he got a bill for $290.
Right. Exactly.
And he didn't even know that was happening. It just came in the mail.
And they've eliminated the small packet. So if you're anything under $800,
de minimis used to be very clear that if your object was less than $800 worth of stuff or $900 worth of stuff, you didn't have to pay any tax because it's such a small amount of shit.
Yeah, but now
they're saying de minimis doesn't count anymore. So I've talked to 5 or 6 of my distributors that we work with from Europe, and I've said, well, how are you guys going to approach this?
That's my aunt.
Oh, yeah.
It's Tanta Heidi.
Oh, Tanta Heidi.
Tanta Heidi.
Hello from Pittsburgh. Shout out to Sean. Yay. Awesome. There's Sean. There he is. Wave to your Aunt Heidi. So
he's such a good boy, Aunt
He
Heidi.
is such a good boy.
Doing a great job.
Yeah. We've spoke with our distributors, and the distributors said, look, we can't afford to do this. We cannot afford. We can no longer financially sustain sending things to the USA because
if it's a small enough scale, they're going to say, we're going to skip the US.
We're going to skip the US. And they said, remember that when something gets snagged in customs, because either we failed to prove what they wanted to prove, and it's a moving target, it gets snagged. And then it gets turned around. If we're lucky, it gets turned around and it comes back as opposed to going into a GSA holding area, right? So if it doesn't get snagged and stuck into jail, then it comes back and we got to pay freight both ways.
Right.
How can you buy the stuff out of like all the stuff that just got held up? Like,
Don't know yet.
Yeah, like that.
That's
might
going to be
like,
something.
Like the
Well, eventually Amazon people figured out how to buy Amazon return boxes. So Amazon figured out how to sell skids worth of Amazon returns to people who are willing to take a chance on what's in the box. I venture to say the same thing's going to happen.
This stuff never got paid for. It never got picked up. We're auctioning it off. Like fucking.
They're going to put it in Trump's ballroom,
right?
And then we buy it out.
And you buy it out of Trump's ballroom.
It's going to be on Gov Deals.
Yeah,
it'll be on Gov Deals.
Right,
That's
Gov
exactly
Deals,
right.
yeah.
Because it will be seized. You're right, Tom. It will be seized equipment. It'll be seized merchandise. It is a property of the United States government because it's been willingly abandoned there. They have absolutely there is no responsibility for them to get it back from where it came. None. So unless you're the manufacturer who says, okay, I shipped over a container full
seize
of
it,
whatever. And then I've had this happen with cars before. Once it gets snagged in a GSA holding lot, then they assess a daily fee for every day that it's there. Well, if your paperwork and logistics takes you 30 days, it might not be in your best interest to pay the fees to get your container out of that GSA holding lot. So then the government will, in fact, I know this from guys that got cars that imported that they shouldn't have. The government is all too happy to let the fucking days run. The government is all too happy to say, oh, are you calling us about that car you owe us $6,000 in charges on? Oh, well, it's $7,000 now. Oh, well, we need these documents. And that's going to take you a long time to get. Oh, now it's $9,000. So now you're on the hook $14,000, $15,000 for a $4,000 car just to get it out. And then if you say, well, I'm not paying it, they're like, well, it's okay. We have a thing called the IRS. And if you don't pay it, we'll be happy to make sure that we get it from you come tax time. Yeah. So it's an ugly, ugly scene. I'm going to post a link in the show notes for the MIC Action Center, which has come up with a really cool thing. And we can go ahead if you want to throw this up, Sleepy. This would be a good time to do it. The Motorcycle Industry Council has thrown up an advocacy board, and you can actually click on here and get information for your area and your region to get up-to-date information about what's happening. More importantly, you can look at your voting resources. Maybe you can get the right people into office. Right? You can find some legislation that will help you out. The MIC has put this together in the interest of let's try to give the consumers a way to say, man, I do not like this. This is not something I'm
They
good
need
with.
to have the politicians need to, even though they're not,
Right.
answering phones or whatever,
Right.
but if they feel the pushback from their constituents, it's going to make a difference because, we can all complain about it, but we're smaller numbers.
Right. Yeah. When you can get a bunch of people that are saying, and this is Motorcycle Industry Council. So this is something that 60-80% of the dealers in America subscribe to this. And that's good. That's a lot
And
of
it's
retail.
most of the manufacturers involved with
It's a lot
it,
of
so.
retail numbers happening out there. So that's the thing. So just letting you know, we'll put in the show notes. We'll make sure that information's up there so you can see it as a consumer. You might want to lean into that a little bit. It's creepy. It's creepy as fuck. If you're not sure how bad it can be, I got a couple invoices at the shop that'll tell you how bad it can be. Right? So you're like, oh, look, that exhaust system's $1,239. No, you might be looking at a $3,000 exhaust system. Right? That's not a good place to be. Oh, it's especially bad if the guy calls you and goes, hey, your exhaust is here.
Right. Right.
But remember that $1,299 exhaust if you want it.
Yeah, but there's a little extra charge.
There's going to be a little extra gravy in there, right? So that's something. That's a thing that we should, as motorcycle consumers, we got to be aware of, right? And it's not going to make things awesome. And I feel like for the U.S. distributors, for the people that are in here that are trying to sell their products to us, they have to make some serious decisions about like how many containers of Kawasaki EN500s do we want to order this year, right? Go ahead, Chris.
Does this kind of open the door for American manufacturers to make exhaust systems to replace?
That's what they're hoping.
Because Janus gets their own exhaust made right there in the Goshen area. Now, granted, they're only doing 150 a year, but
yeah.
Go ahead, John.
But the problem is, it's like, well, how much are you ready to invest in starting a plant to make exhaust systems in America when you know at any moment the tariffs could be like, okay, we decided we solved this and they go away, like, and the government isn't taking the tariff money and saying, okay, we've collected this much money from these companies that are, from these tariffs on exhaust systems coming in from out of the country, and we have money now to give to you, Chris, because you want to build it. Right. We're actually taking the money from tariffs and giving it to seed American countries. No, it's all going up into the general fund.
The tariffs are all just leverage at this point. They're not. They don't care about having people manufacture exhausts here. I mean, I wish they did.
Let me let you in a little secret. It will go to the country with the least amount of tariffs on it, with the least amount of expense.
Correct.
They will not be building Akrapovic exhausts in Indiana.
And let's talk about a local company, SuperTrap. I mean, that's a Cleveland company. It's a couple miles from where we're sitting right now. They're world-class exhaust systems. Right. But where are they getting the steel to build that? Is that all American steel going into those too?
I mean, Harley already had like 170 million hit from tariffs just because of all the parts and stuff they use from sourced all over. It's going to happen. That source material is coming from not here, not the U.S. So
at one point, there were only 3 smelters of aluminum in America left. So,
so
you can't even get aluminum.
20 years ago, when I designed the exhaust for the HMF exhaust, right? Mm-hmm. So when I designed that, I partnered with HMF here in Cleveland, Hans Motofabrik, right?
I saw him this year.
Oh, you did?
At Moto America. He's building a moto compound.
Dude, Hans is amazing.
He bought a place in Lima, 80 acres. Yeah. And he's going to build a central garage he's already built, he built a central garage with bays and a band stage and all this stuff. And he wants to sell plots and eventually put a racetrack, a private thing for people that want to live a moto lifestyle.
I love everything you just said.
That's what he's doing.
And again, it's a Hans project.
It's like vintage days every day.
Yeah, man. It is a Hans project. I'm right there with him.
I love all of it except for Lima.
I don't like lima beans.
What is funny is when we did our exhaust, I really insisted that the exhaust be made in Cleveland because that was the idea. It was the POC pipe. It was a Pride of Cleveland pipe. So the Pride of Cleveland pipe had to be made in Cleveland. So Hans helped me. We did the design. We did the CAD. We put it together. We did the dyno testing. We put the whole thing out. And Hans made the first 150 of them, right? And so Hans at some point went, Phil, I love you, man, but this small number, 150, is too small. I cannot produce these for you at the price we agreed upon in stainless steel doing what we're doing. So Hans gave me the number of a company called Kaufman's Exhaust. So Kaufman's Exhaust is located in California. So Hans was like, look, we use Kaufman's for all of our outsourcing. They're an American company. We're going to use them. So I said, great. I'll call Kaufman's. At least it's still American made, right? So we sent over the files. Kaufman's was like, yeah, right on. I'm going to send you a few samples, make sure everything's what we want. Kaufman sent me some samples and they were exactly what we wanted. They did a great job. Zero fucking problem. So we rolled out about another 300 of those pipes. And we rolled out about another 300 of those pipes. And then Kaufman's called me and said, hey, I think we're going to have these made in our Mexico facility. And I went, that's where we draw the line. That's it. We're done. And I put it out. I said, look, there's going to be 100 more of these pipes. If anybody wants them, this is your time to get them. It's going to be the end of the run. And we sold the 100 pipes. That was it. And it was done. We killed it. Because for me, I didn't want to have it made outside of the US. I just didn't want to do that. Now, do I know where the stainless came from? No, I don't know where the stainless came from. I don't know, right? I know that the tags we put on it were made here at Jack Prince because I went and picked them up.
I worked there at the time.
The aluminum skins.
I was the sales manager at Jack Prince during those times.
I went and picked them up and I hand rolled every single one of them to get the bend right to put it on because they came out flat as a pancake. Yeah. And I had to hand roll 450 tags and rivet them on myself. But yeah, and I also had to roll the insulation, the fiberglass onto every silencer, put the silencers in. Like the final production happened here in Cleveland. And I was always very proud of that, being
Can you say assembled in the U.S.?
Every single one of those pipes was made in Cleveland, Ohio.
Assembled in Cleveland. Sometimes,
for some of them, they were fabricated in California, but they were made in Cleveland, right? Assembled in Cleveland, right?
Final assembly.
Right. Final assembly absolutely happened in my living room.
That sounds like an industrial band.
While I was watching Red Dwarf.
That sounds like an industrial band from the late 80s, like Final Assembly.
Final assembly. This is your final assembly.
That's so funny you mentioned Red Dwarf because I was thinking about Red Dwarf pizza.
The pizza. We were just talking about it yesterday.
I don't know fucking.
Somewhere in Las Vegas right now, an angel just got their wings.
Dude, I'm so excited for the AIM show again, but no pizza this year.
We're not going to see in Vegas.
I know, man.
We're going to have to find a new pizza shop.
You guys
in
not going
Anaheim.
to AIM? Or
We're
no?
going to AIM, but last year it was in Vegas.
And-
it's
so
Anaheim.
we did the
Wow.
anti-Vegas tour of Vegas. So we did like all these like underground things and stuff. And we went to a punk rock tiki bar that had the best fucking pizza I've ever had.
Planet Earth.
We call it the jalapeno, or no, the
I gotta know where
habanero
that place
edging
was.
pizza.
Yeah.
It's like, it was, dude, it was like when you eat it, you're like, oh, I made a mistake. This is going to be so fucking hot. And then it just went,
And like
you're
It
cool.
just died out.
It was fucking unbelievable,
weird.
man.
That is Red Dwarf, by the way. If you're in Las Vegas,
Okay, I gotta
Go.
say Cleveland Moto. You
Go
get a
now.
5% discount. Fight for it. That's it.
Everyone else gets 11%.
Tell them
No.
Chris Smith told you. You get a
Chris
5% discount.
Shanky Cam.
At Red
Wait,
Dwarf.
there it is.
There it
Shanky's
is.
Cam.
Shanky's Cam.
All right.
Shanky's Cam. All right. So next topic is our friends at Gas. Man, I hate these stories, man. I hate these stories with a passion. Yes, KTM has officially announced that gas motorcycle production in Spain is no more.
In Spain.
Oh, yeah.
In Spain. Right, in Spain.
They wanted in
How
Austria.
long, do you know how long Gas has been around? I skimmed through the article. I didn't really see that number, but a long time, right?
It's at least, it's at least 40 to 50 years old.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Gas. I grew up with gas. So it is one of those things where
Two-stroke.
And the motorcycles as well.
Yes. And they are going to,
My authority.
they said that they're going to go ahead and move the production to Mattinghof in Austria. But if you dive down deeper into the story, what you learn is that despite their statements of don't worry, stay calm, everything's okay. Despite those statements, as we've said, KTM has gotten very good at it.
What
Don't
did the
worry,
CEO say? Something.
be calm. You know, we're gonna,
Oh, okay.
So despite all of that, it's okay. Don't worry, gas isn't going away. Despite we're going to build them in Mattinghof, Austria. They're still going to be a European company. European journalists are not as lazy as American journalists. European journalists said, "Oh,
Hey, I'm a journalist.
so since you're getting,
I am kind of lazy.
since
though,
you're
so,
getting
yeah, I
rid of
get it,
all
yeah.
of the production in Spain, those 400 people, you're going to be putting on 400 people in Austria." They're not.
It's a good comment.
Of course not.
Gas
Right.
Gas is 1980s, founded by two former Butaco employees.
There you go.
and I love tacos.
I love that, and I love the real time.
Yeah.
I love the
Right.
real time fact checking from
Yep.
us, from our remote Cleveland Moto.
There's nothing like Bultaco Tuesdays.
I like exactly.
Moto Hop has another good one.
It's
give
like
you gas gas.
Moto Hub says
It
pour
gives
one out
you
for
gas.
gas. I think they're moving to
Well,
Austria.
Taco Tuesdays give you gas.
Right, because the logistics of moving everything to India will be easier if it's all in one place. Yeah, no shit. And I think that Matt
That'll
is
be the
onto
ultimate.
something.
That's the ultimate move. Or what's ultimately going to happen.
I think Matt is onto something because of the CEO
he
of
even said
KTM
that.
said in his own words, European manufacturing is done. And if I can buy something cheaper from China, I'll buy something cheaper from China. Like, this is what this is. And it is tough. KTM, I love this. KTM says only 20 of the 300 employees at the Gas factory in Girona, Spain will be affected. Really? Really? So
Right.
you're taking the production
They
from
already laid
Spain?
off the other 400.
Right. It's unclear what happens to the other 280 members of the staff.
2 glasses with ice cubes.
Although it is true that Gas does produce a lineup of more than 3 dozen electric bicycles. Well, I got to tell you, my friends.
Those guys are done.
Those guys are done.
Yeah.
What do they say? Yes, that means Gas's electric bicycles will be made in China, and the motorcycles will be made along with the other KTMs in India. Yeah, I see the writing on the wall right there. It is only kind journalism that has prevented them from saying something that strong. But anyway, sucks, man. It sucks because I've always kind of been like, I always love watching trials riding. I always love gas as a thing. I just was like, man, that's just cool. Spanish
Hey,
guys.
can I borrow that Sherco for a little while? I want to let it hang out at the compound. I want to take it for a ride.
Fuck you. Sherco's French. Never trust the French. Never trust the French.
I mean, you've
You know,
seen their cars.
You've
so-
seen their cars.
Well,
Exactly.
the
right.
Sherco caused me to see the inside of Phil
Right. That's true.
and have part of that on my face.
a gaping
that
wound.
wasn't good.
Yeah. a gaping wound right next to my geesh.
No, it was more the fat cell corpuscles that
It was
flew
fatty
across the
corpuscles.
room.
It was not great.
Not to be confused with Fatty Arbuckle.
Right.
Oh, wait. What are you doing? Off the Shanky's cam?
On the Shanky's cam.
Oh, it's Shanky's
we're
cam.
talking about Shankies. I thought I'd get some fucking Shankies, and Brennan's never had Shankies. So
Yeah, the Shankies.
Oh, okay. We got to bring it over here. So.
Oh boy,
Shanky's virgin.
Shanky's.
I'll join you in a
Is this
Shankies.
like legal in all states?
Oh no,
here?
it's mellow. It's beautiful.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not going to hurt you.
No, this isn't like a Malort
Somebody,
fuck you
I was
up or
at
anything
a
like that.
Halloween party where someone broke out like the moonshine.
Oh, yeah,
you
yeah,
know,
this is
and I'm
not
like,
that.
No,
my
no.
buddy in Kentucky made it. I was
This
like,
is like eating cake with your yeah.
all right,
with your
are we
drink.
Here's
doing
to
the
you.
Shanky shot? Hey,
Here's to you. Here's
Yeah.
to me. The best of friends will always be. If we should happen to disagree, fuck you. Here's to me.
And Johnny Mac for the win.
Shankies. Yeah,
pretty smooth.
it's pretty smooth, isn't
Yeah.
it?
No,
Yeah,
that's
it's pretty
smooth,
smooth. Yeah, so that's that.
Get your whip on. Get your whip on.
Okay, weird news. Apparently, not after long for Livewire. Don't call them Harley Davidson. Not when we're talking about electric. When we're
They
talking
are
about electric
owned
bikes,
by-
we talk about Livewire. When we're talking about piston-powered bikes, we talk about Harley Davidson.
Unless we're talking about
there's-
government grants.
if there's government grant money, then it's all Harley Davidson and Livewire. Right, exactly. So when there's money involved, yes, Livewire is definitely part of Harley Davidson. When you're at a shareholders meeting, Livewire is not part of Harley Davidson. They have their
The
own
rumors
shares.
of our merger might
They
have
do
been
their
highly
own separate
exaggerated.
quarterly reports.
I have stock in both of them,
Yeah.
so I can keep an eye on those fuckers.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah. They have to tell their shareholders what they're up to. So
Right.
I bought some Livewire stock just to kind of get the news when the news would happen. And I've had Harley stock for over 30 years just so I could get the news when the news would happen. But that's definitely a thing. So the Livewire Honcho, by the way,
Is
I give you credit.
who came up with that name? I was wondering. How? Yeah,
The guys at the Leaky Toolbox.
I think Hancho used to be a dude magazine.
That was
I'm pretty sure it was like a gay dude magazine.
yeah, 100%.
okay.
Yeah, okay.
100%.
I think we'll defer to you on that.
Yeah,
The guy was coming.
I've never gotten copies
The
of
guy
that.
was coming back from the Purple Oyster one night, and they were like, "So, what are we going to call our new motorcycle?" Oh,
Well, we can't call it Purple
Right.
Oyster.
We're not going to call it the Purple Oyster.
Rain? No,
Right.
that's taken.
We're going to call it the Honcho. Yeah, it only comes with one member of the village people. So the Honcho. So the Honcho is not a big twin. A couple of years ago, a couple of motor journalists had latched into the idea of the quote, and I will read the quote from a well-known motorcycle trade publication.
Oh, it's not our trade.
It's not yours.
Oh, thank God.
For the S4 models, Livewire originally said they would be reserved for heavyweight motorcycles with expected improvements in range and charging capabilities. Honcho is derived from the Japanese term hanchō, meaning group leader. So it contextually, the name makes sense as the Livewire's first heavyweight model. File that under extremely smelly bullshit.
This is, yeah.
That is some fucking journalistic liberties we're taking.
Somebody smoked a little too much when they wrote that
And
part.
somebody was saying, we have a quarterly, somebody said we have a quarterly Livewire shareholders meeting to talk about. And since big twins are always popular in the hog side of the house, we're going to say
they want
that
to tease those guys. Hey, come over to the electric side.
we could have a mega cruiser.
Yeah.
We could have an electric mega cruiser. And I read all kinds of shit about like, it's going to have a 200-mile range and a, 28 amp hour battery, a 28.8 battery, which is like bigger than Energica ever had. And like going, well, that's just a battery and a battery transportation system at that point.
Right.
That's just,
You're just towing a
that's
battery.
a power plant.
Right.
That's all you got right there. But it turns out that the Honcho did not, in fact, end up being a big touring motorcycle. It ended up being, well, a play bike, or as I like to call it, a mini bike.
It's a Grom.
It's a mini bike.
Yeah.
It's what do they call those 73s?
Oh yeah,
Super
It's
73.
a Super 73 electric.
Oh, it's not even. Oh,
Do you have a picture there?
I'm so glad you asked because yes, we do in fact have a picture.
Oh boy!
And the picture, I'll give me a second. I'll pull it up because for the friends at home, because what the news of the day is, pull it up. It's adorable. It's just so adorable.
I mean, it's good for Christmas for
It's
kids.
adorable.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, I could tour on that. Pete's like, dude,
Yeah.
that's a huge touring
Look at
bike.
the
What are you
battery.
talking about?
That is-
One of us has to get this so we
That
can
is
lead
the-
the group rides.
It's got a giant 12-inch wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, come on,
The
man.
battery is the whole bike.
Oh my.
Literally.
Oh, wow. That is
the
what a
seat,
view.
Horrible.
The seat is wafer thin plastic.
Yeah.
And then there's some plastic things on the side that look like jerry
But they're
cans.
swappable batteries.
But it does
right?
have the Kymco swappable battery system.
Was that okay?
Oh.
Now
So
I
that's
see
made
where
for
they're
where?
going.
What-
It's a Kymco.
Well, I'm just saying.
Essentially.
I happen to recognize those wheels from
Right.
the Kymco Agility.
Yeah,
and
well,
the
and you would
Kymco
know.
Super
You're the
Ocho.
Kymco
Yeah.
dealer.
And so the wheels actually, in some of the spy photographs, the wheels have the word Kymco stamped on them.
So are they using a
You know.
2x4 for a swing arm, or are they going to change that?
I don't know.
Right. Is that off of like an old Yamaha?
That is just the very thinnest of thinnest wall.
Well,
Raw
the
industrial.
tariffs will be very light on that one, I think.
Well, and that's going to be the trick. We have to be careful
What's
because
the tariff on plastic?
well,
Don't worry, it's coming.
Yeah.
Plastic
That's
was
next.
Formed.
I got bad news for you.
Oh,
If it's Kymco, and we know what we know about Kymco,
Well, they're
the
Taiwan. Yeah. You schooled me on this one.
yeah. If it's Kymco and it costs less than $10,000, it's probably Chinese.
Mm-hmm.
And Kymco is a Taiwanese company that has outsourced, factoried their
been to their
manufacturing
factory.
of their lower. They're mass produced.
Well, I mean, you pointed
In
out
China.
the agility wheels.
Of course, yeah.
Actually,
And
probably
since
the best
I know
chance-
those wheels come from China, so
Probably
I have an agility. It doesn't look like
the best chance we have with these tariffs is
Yeah.
somebody like Kymco saying, okay, well, we'll actually open a plant in America.
yeah, exactly. Right.
Just like, some of the Japanese makers have made a lot of stuff in
Well,
America.
you're getting a few that are dabbling in like, we're going to build assembly set, but they're still now because that they're closing the loophole with the metal, with the
Every
tariffs on the
atom of that
steel.
motorcycle has to be
Yeah.
made in America for you
Right.
not to get somehow fucked.
And that,
Yeah.
what you nailed there is what's going to affect the guys from like Land Motorcycle Company or people that are saying,
Yeah.
these bikes are made. And if by made,
They're
we mean
closing
final assembly, or we talked about in a podcast not long ago,
mean-
CKD, complete knockdown.
Ask
So-
Hyundai how that worked out.
Right, exactly. Right.
Yeah.
And so
Well,
CKD,
Hyundai actually has motor plants in fucking Mobile, Alabama. They're actually making my Sorento
Yeah.
was 75% made in America.
I mean, Honda's the most American car. I mean, it's
say-
more American-made parts on a Honda car.
Greatest
than-
thing to happen to Charleston, West Virginia was they opened up a Toyota plant in
Yeah.
Buffalo.
one of our customers came in yesterday with this gigantic fucking 4x4 Sprinter. I mean, this thing is truly post Armageddon. Like this thing is.
Oh, van life.
Is that the
van life to the
$200,000
extreme.
version?
That thing
350.
costs more than this house does.
350. Oh,
So this is a
Armageddon-mobile.
$350,000 Sprinter. It is all of it.
was that Tim or no?
What? No.
does it have cup holders?
It has everything. Yeah, it's I mean, I gotta say the inside of this thing is
I mean,
gorgeous.
It's got a self-cleaning glory hole, dude. Everything you need, man.
I mean, sign me up. 350.
Yeah, he builds post-apocalyptic campers for a job.
Yeah.
So that's his job.
Post-prophylactic van.
Post-prophylactic.
I mean,
They got the vacuum.
I had a
stopper.
shag wagon in high school, but
So he's a funny guy because he was like, yeah, he goes, so there are Sprinters that are made in the United States and there are Sprinters that are made in Germany. Do not buy a Sprinter made in the United States. And I said, is it really that bad? He goes, it's that bad. And I said, Jesus, he goes, I build these for people. I charge people, the van starts out at $60K.
Right.
And I charge them $250 for the upfit.
And he's got
I
to
will
rip their
argue. I've got a BMW made in Germany.
Right.
That the next models were made in the U.S. were actually better.
Exactly.
Yeah. But
And I get that.
it's not
Right.
usually common that way.
But Sprinter van guy's ripping him to shreds when he gets them anyway to do what he's got to do. So he probably sees plenty.
Well,
of
like he said, he goes,
he sees the sins underneath.
when I take apart one from the United States, the holes that we've engineered through our process, the holes that need to be in certain places, they're not where they need to be. He says, but when working on a German one, the holes are always where they need to be.
yeah, the American guys, we don't need those holes. We just
and
kind
he's like, when I'm working on a German one and I put a bolt into a well nut, everything's fine. When I'm working on an American one, I put a bolt into the well nut, all the paint around the well nut falls off.
Ooh.
And I'm like, Yeah, that explains the rust I've seen up to the door handles.
If it's Dodge doing it, that
Open
makes
up the
sense.
hood of a Chevy pickup truck, and where the fenders bolt on, and that little edge where you can see the bare metal, just give it a little feel. It's like fucking tinfoil.
It's like tinfoil. It's so bad. It's so bad. So anyway, the Honcho, I would like to bring back to the Honcho.
Hey, that was a good segue.
From the people that brought you back.
I mean,
Yeah. So I do want to throw a picture up, and this is when you can hide the name Kymco. You can hide it out of your advertising material. You can not let people know about it.
Oh, I see what
but
you're doing.
Kymco
Yeah.
is going to win. Go ahead and pull this image up. Because this, my friend, is the Livewire scooter.
Oh, boy.
And nothing has ever screamed Kymco harder than this.
I mean, but Kymco makes scooters. I mean,
Yes,
they're
they do.
the pro
Yeah,
scooter.
I mean, it
company,
does
you know.
what it says on the tin, but
right.
You got it wrong. That's a Vectrix.
Oh no! So I was going to say, and if you've been doing this for a while, you'll know that Kymco did that while looking at a picture of a Vectrix. And when we say Vectrix around here, I get a pain in my neck that just shows up, and Bob Hedstrom's wallet
And
starts
you guys
bleeding.
are-
Yeah, right. Everybody that ever got near the Vectrix project is like, yeah, and I would have had a new car that year except for Vectrix. My kids would have been smarter except for Vectrix. Yeah, because of Vectrix, my kids couldn't go to college. Yeah, Vectrix was a disaster. And
So
this
let's bring
bike
it
does
back.
look a hell of a lot like a Vectrix.
They still pop up in like shady barn pictures on Marketplace. And I'm
I
like,
mean,
oh,
it's also, but what about the BMW's electric scooter? I mean, it's sort of reminiscent of that, but they're all
all
probably
could be an
same.
Akira bike with like a little modification and a couple of stickers.
And the joke has always been, especially you bring up BMW. So now we're saying is like, okay, do you want Kymco China? Or do you want China Kymco or do you want China Lanchin? Right? Well, now we're picking teams here because now we're like, oh shit. And then with BMW, especially because they've got Kymco DNA too.
Yep.
And you're like, oh crap. And as a
I
guy,
saw all
giant
kinds of
orgy.
other stuff being rolled off their line.
It's just a manufacturing orgy.
it is.
Just
It
fucking people
really
dipping
is.
into
I mean,
everything.
Yeah, but
Kymco's-
again, you notice that Harley Davidson never suggested that any of these should be made in America. Not once, not for 1 second. Yeah.
I'm having an Apple.
I mean, their market for that won't even be America,
won't
though.
be.
Not for a long time.
And that's what I said. And if
So-
you read the article, it says they specifically state that it'll qualify for the A1 licenses in
Yeah.
Europe. So when you're building something to be literally marketing towards
everything's all about the A1 license.
built to a point. Yeah.
absolutely. And if you look at Zero that just moved their headquarters over
Yep.
to
And
Finland,
they because of A1 licensing and
absolutely.
I'm having a cider donut Shanky's.
That worked out good
I mean,
for
but
you.
I don't know how you guys feel about that licensing system, but I feel like it would make sense here in a lot of
fuck yeah.
ways. Sure. I would like to also see more 125s being being able to ride a 125 with a driver's license, not a motorcycle license.
So that's what they do in Tennessee. So in Tennessee, if you've got a motor vehicle operator's license,
Yeah.
you can operate a 125 two-wheeler.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
That's
Rock-
I
rock
think
your
it.
world.
Yeah,
Yep.
absolutely.
And that is like a baby step
You're not really going on the
towards a
freeway.
graduated
on a
license
125.
system.
Yeah.
But the Harley lobbyists will never let there be a graduated licensing system because
Yeah, what are they going to
they
ride?
want everybody's first bike to be 1,000
A bagger.
a bagger. So Johnny, you got your license today, huh?
Hey.
How'd you like to have this?
Happy
Ultra?
graduation. Try this.
Jeez.
You know your dad's got an Ultra, your uncle's got an Ultra.
Yeah.
Well, you seem to be a bit. Yeah, maybe you're light in the wallet. Let's get you a Dyna instead. Yeah,
We got a guy, one of our new guys. His first bike was a big Harley. You know, I don't even if it was an Ultra, but it was something. It wouldn't be my first bike.
Not a first
ever.
bike.
No way.
Yeah, not a first bike by even a long shot. And the kid that came into the shop today, and he's like,
He's buying
Moto Hop. I'm going to buy one. I'm going to go to a local hog meeting. Matt, you didn't even need to give us $2 for that one. That's a good one.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Matt gave us $2. He didn't
Is
need
that
to
how
pay us
you
for
get
that.
to the
That's
top
legit.
in there?
Yeah, that's how you do
okay.
it. Yeah,
Is that how
I
you
take
pay for all this
favors.
Pay to
fancy
play.
liquor?
I take favors too.
Yeah,
So-
Sleepy
Okay.
got bought out.
Oh man,
Sleepy
there's
got
bribes
so bought
here.
out. Oh, totally.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
totally
yeah.
take bribes. Bribes
Yeah.
are fine. We're okay with
I can make
No
things-
tariffs, just bribes.
just bribes.
I can make things happen with the right bribe, man.
Hey, guys.
I can take him to a more fun local hog meeting anyway.
Gotta crank my hog.
Yeah.
Sorry, Matt.
God bless. God bless.
So Dave Osterday, we love Dave Osterday. Dave Osterday, he says, I got Renee's stuffed box today. Ooh, thank you. The Tanuki is amazing. My wife is not thrilled about it, which makes it even funnier for me. Keep up the great show.
Oh, yeah.
Glad to help.
That's a pretty good fucking message right there. Because we like to give shout outs to Patreon people, and we're going to get to the hate mail in a minute.
I love hate mail.
Dave McInnes, welcome, man. Welcome to Dave. He is a $5 member, so he gets the punchlines.
He is gold,
so he's
gold
in.
level.
Thank you, Dave. Rock on. We do appreciate that. Super cool. Nick Fody. Renee so desperately wants to send you a box.
Oh.
However, if you are a Patreon member and you have not received a stuffed box, it might be because when you signed up to Patreon, you were hiding behind an anonymous email address. So if you thought you were going to be super sneaky and not let your wife know what you listened to while she wasn't home or where you were sending your money,
What you're beating off to.
whatever. If you haven't gotten a membership box and you think you're owed one, think about what email address you used to sign up for, because Renee's been trying to reach out to Nick, but Nick's Patreon email address is like abacus letters, 27 characters long at AOL spamfighter.com or whatever.
It would behoove you to send in your email address, dude.
It would behoove you
Yeah.
to make sure that we have your correct email address. Because
Unless you're in New Zealand, I mean, that might be. Yeah.
That would be a bit of a different thing.
Well, they're upside down, so
I
they're hard
know.
to read.
Much harder to read. That's definitely a thing. What's this? Oh, John Hillenbrand, $5. Appreciate it. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you, John.
Cheers.
Now, I don't know what happened over here. Something weird happened, but Jacob Islib was a $1 member. And he must have fallen asleep on the keyboard because he upped his bid from $1 to $5. He outbid himself.
Oh,
He just outbid himself.
I mean,
for no fucking reason whatsoever.
it's the content.
Well, you know what?
man.
It's review season. Everybody's work. Maybe we're getting some reviews in. Like they did the review and they're like, you know what? You guys deserve a 3% cost of living raise. Here you go. You haven't really earned an actual performance raise, but we figured that we see you drinking and doing things.
working,
It costs
you're
money.
trying.
Yeah.
You're giving it a shot.
Is there
That's
any
cool.
hate mail?
So, but I tried to find good hate mail.
Okay.
Instead of the normal regular hate mail.
I have one hate mail that I still have to edit because I can't read it on the podcast. But I'm going to work my way through it.
It's that good, huh?
Promise. I promise. So Gordon Tillman. What
does this cocksucker have to say?
Gordon Tillman writes.
That's 9 times.
What's his name?
There's a lot of Gordon. He's not Gordon
You
Fisherman.
know what? These
either.
podcasts have gotten so much better since Shanky's Whip has sponsored it. So let's just go over here and say thank you, Shanky's Whip. On this
Again, we are not getting anything except for the treats that they send us. Yeah. And by the way,
Did they send you that hat?
They sent us stuff.
Oh,
and so we're going to start including Shanky's Whip items as a mystery gift when people subscribe to the podcast. So when you're a Patreon member, you may get Shanky swag or Swanky shag in your box. So when Renee's stuffing boxes, we're going to have some Shanky shit to put in there.
Hey, speaking
you get the shaggy
I mean,
box.
I've heard of shady shit.
Get a Shanky
but, you know.
box.
Speaking of
Shanky
subscribers,
Yeah.
thanks everybody. This weekend was fucking crazy. I had 4,800 new subscribers.
You got
this
a
weekend.
whole
And
lot.
all my reviews that were getting decent things exploded. So all the
Good.
reviews have like 20, 40,000 views and shit. So it's getting
Nice.
kind of crazy.
Wow. I
So
love
thank you
it.
very much, guys. That was awesome.
Nice job, Sleepy.
Exponential
Cheers.
growth for Moto Stories. Yeah, that is fantastic.
Well deserved.
So this one was so good. Renee was like, yeah, you got to read that on the podcast. Greetings, folks. My wife and I just got home to Humble, Texas, after a quick trip out to Seguin to visit our oldest daughter and her guy. We couldn't stay long because I got to prep and pack tomorrow for a 3-week work trip to South Korea. When we got back, I found a mysterious box on the porch. What could this be? Well, I can tell you it was a box packed full of wonderful goodies. First off, thank you for the kind letter. I love you all and the podcast, which I try to never miss. Now the prizes. So many great stickers, a lovely and very comfortable ClevelandMoto beanie. I'll cherish it forever. The t-shirt is absolutely awesome and fits perfectly because he gave us his size.
Holy shit, you can do that?
Yeah. I'm planning to wear it on my flight to Korea, which departs from Houston at an obscenely early 5 a.m.
Oh my.
Fuck yeah.
The ClevelandMoto shop rag is very cool. It even carries a subtle hint of motor oil, which I found strangely comforting. My whole shop smells like motor oil.
You're using
And the
used
tire
ones.
gauge?
Nostalgic.
Slightly used.
He says, and the tire gauge, super convenient and already in my toolkit. Now, about the mysterious ceramic figure. My wife and I weren't quite sure what it was at first, so I took a picture and asked Gemini for help. That's AI. Gemini identified it as a Tanuki statue and gave me a bit of history. When I asked it about the small hole on the front and the larger one on the back, here's what I learned.
Oh.
Quote from Gemini. Regarding the holes on your Tanuki statue, it sounds like it might be a tokuri, which is a type of sake bottle. Here's why those holes likely exist. Small hole on the front. This is the spout for pouring out the sake. Large hole on the back. This is the opening for filling the tokuri with sake. Many Tanuki statues, especially those intended for practical use, are designed as sake vessels. The Tanuki's round belly makes a perfect container, and the spout is cleverly integrated into its form.
Shouldn't the hole be a little...
I don't know what they're talking about. My Tanuki climbs on me and hangs out. I love my little buddy.
So it seems that you have a Tanuki statue that also serves as a traditional Japanese sake bottle. How neat is that?
What is a Tanuki?
A Tanuki is a raccoon dog.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
like,
that's
yeah,
Tanuki.
yeah. I'm looking at him like, is it a
It's a raccoon
squirrel?
dog.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a raccoon.
Tanuki.
All right. So you can use it to serve sake or simply display it as a decorative and auspicious object. Auspicious. Later, when I told Gemini this was a gift from the good folks at Cleveland Moto Podcast, Gemini replied, "That's a really cool gift from the Cleveland Motorcycle Podcast folks. It adds an extra layer of interest knowing where it came from. Perhaps they have a connection to Japanese motorcycle culture." Or just thought it was a fun and unique gift. Either way, it sounds like a thoughtful present. Enjoy your sake serving. Good luck bringing Tanuki. I want to thank each and every one of you for the most excellent and thoughtful gifts. You really made my day. Keep on riding fast and taking chances. With much love from Texas, Gordon Tillman. Gordon Tillman.
Man. Gordon Tillman. Here's
friend.
to Gordon.
His name is Gordon Tillman.
Tillman.
You have a career in writing, sir.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
I didn't have to edit one word of that. That was all you, baby. Well done, sir. I got to say, super neat. Yeah, super
Moto
neat.
Hop ads. I hope no one's been using those holes wrong.
Oh, that's what those are.
That's before or after I was sent to him.
It's a straw hole. Yeah, it's for tiki drinks. So I thought that was great. That was super neat. So one of our listeners sent us a thing and said, "Should I buy this?" And I'm going to
say yes.
I'm going to go ahead and throw this up.
Ooh.
All right, go ahead and throw it up.
Hi, Kurt Edwards.
Zesty.
Kurt Edwards.
What up, Kurt?
Hey.
We love you, Kurt.
Hey, Kurt.
So this came up.
Oh, it's $1. Yeah, take it.
I love the fact that
$1.
I love the fact that the Ducati Passo 750 is by far, in my opinion, the least loved Ducati that's ever Ducati'd.
Yeah.
This one has a Fast by Faraci pipe on it. I'm sure it's awesome. And the fact that somebody bid $1 actual dollar.
Yeah.
The problem with this bike is that its cousin, the fucking Katana, is never popular.
This is an Italian Hurricane.
I was gonna say, remember, yeah,
Right.
this is
A 1000. It even has the same fucking holes on the side.
It is a
It is
Japanese.
a Hurricane 1000.
Yeah, it's
I
an
mean, I would
Italian
buy that
Hurricane.
in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
This is, if you want to get into the Ducati club, my friend, this
That's
is
a good
the lowest
entryway.
cost of admission that you're ever going to get. You can get an old wrecked monster.
Yeah.
You'll spend more than this.
Yeah.
This bike is the redheaded stepchild of the Ducati family. This
I'm
is
in a Ducati group that, I don't know. I don't have a Ducati, but somehow,
You're in a
it's
group.
like, yeah.
It reminds
And-
me of the BMW K1.
yes, it should.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything
It's still a
notoriously?
Ducati.
Is there any
that
like
seat
notorious
actually looks
issue?
comfy.
What's that?
With the
so-
750, is it still
So
the
it's a
the
two
Desmo?
valve, so it's a 2-valve system, right? So it's very, very cheap and cheerful Ducati. It's going to be one of the Ducatis that's not going to bankrupt you.
Okay.
Now, here's what I have to tell you about Italian plastics from this era.
Oh,
Okay,
Yeah.
so plastic
brittle.
that was leaving Italy from this era didn't make it out of the fucking crate.
I say that's using the word loosely.
Yeah, plastic.
It It's like dusty.
It was truly
pickles.
Bakelite. It was just the most brittle shit on the planet. And the fact that this one exists and the 57 Zeus fasteners that are holding it together are all still present and accounted for tells me this bike has never been opened up. Like nobody's ever gotten inside.
Right. If
this
they
thing.
still have all those fasteners
This
on
lived
there,
in a
that's
living room.
Probably pretty stock.
It probably came out of a crate last week.
No, that was the Pootie Tang fucking womanizer. Like it sat in the dude's apartment, and they were like, "Oh, do you ride?" He was like, "Oh, I
That
do
was,
occasionally when I go to Europe."
It's the
and that
panty
was it.
peeler.
Yeah, exactly.
Can we go to the Shanky's camp?
Shanky camp?
Okay.
He's cheating.
Because I don't know. I mean, okay, so this is what I'm getting. It's like
Is this what you were handed?
like a beer bottle with the label ripped off.
Okay. All right.
That's some sketchy.
And I think Chris
it's
is
shanty.
There's
Shanky.
shit floating in it too. But I tasted it, and it tastes peanut buttery.
Dude, it's
what's going on here, Chris?
It's a trucker bomb.
It's nut liquor.
Trucker bomb.
It's nut liquor.
Was this made in prison?
That's just the Scooby.
It's turlet wine.
That's the Scooby Doo.
Turlet wine.
What the fuck is going on with that?
Barf.
It's just a bottle with the label that came off. Yeah. So
What's inside?
the liquor called Screwball.
Okay,
The liquor called
that
Screwball.
has a peanut butter flavor.
It does.
So
Yeah, peanut butter whiskey.
the peanut
tires
butter's
and
not
chunks in it.
dissolved.
Well,
It's
that's
just
nuts.
Yeah.
So wait, so
These nuts.
let's address this. You guys went from like really high end whiskeys and shit like that to now you're like, I got my peanut butter flavored Schnitzerdoodle. And you're like, okay.
Yeah, we're drinking schnapps now.
I've never been so
You're gonna
happy
be
to not
drinking
drink.
Mad Dog before
We're drinking
you
cooking sherry.
I just want to personally apologize to everybody who sent in a bottle of top shelf bourbon.
Right. Yeah.
It's sort of embarrassing.
It is sort of embarrassing. But because of all the haters
only
out
for
there
a
that
few
said that
minutes.
this bike sat in somebody's living room, go ahead, throw that up, Sleepy.
Okay.
Nah, she got 15,000 miles on her.
Okay.
Oh,
Honestly, I like it as a
1,000 miles on her.
Oh, so it's due for rebuild.
that could have been a
by-
Ferris Bueller thing.
And by the way, the speedometer and the odometer don't work. The turn signals don't work, and the carburetors need adjustment. Aside from that,
Yeah.
she's cherry.
Wow.
Adjustment, that usually means they need to
Thus-
be removed and like sonically cleaned for like a week.
Tires are date stamped.
needs a quick tune up.
Still 87.
Oh no, really?
It is the panty peeler.
Right.
It's
21,
been in the living.
21.
No, that's not a 20. I don't think that's a. You think that's a 1?
That's 2-1-2-1.
I think it might be a
2-1-2-1. I think you're
2-1-2-1.
right. But that is an 087 if I've ever seen one. Yeah.
Oh my.
How is it not cracked? Oh, I see a crack.
Oh, it is
Yeah,
cracked.
it's cracked. It's
Yeah.
cracked to hell. Yeah. it
Oh, wait,
is.
slide up there a little bit, Slick. Look at the
I get
one more.
the
look
crinkle.
at the what is that? The seat or go up
I think
one
it
more.
might be the seat.
That's the seat.
That's the
Oh,
seat.
okay.
Hey,
I know. I
that
thought
is
the same
still
thing.
in
I was
great
like,
condition.
It is.
I mean,
pretty
come on.
hairy.
For 1987
It
Jet,
just don't expect it to run.
for an Italian
Yeah.
plastic motorcycle.
Yeah,
that's
look at that. That's
remarkable.
stuff. And
Oh,
it's
he's
not
got a
all.
little nail polish on
This
there.
is it's definitely been kissed
yeah,
with some
yeah.
nail polish for sure.
I'm going to tell you my favorite part of this bike.
Yeah,
The way that exhaust aligns with the bodywork.
exactly.
It's very
the
symmetrical.
The symmetric look.
Yeah, that is extraordinarily pretty.
Those Kojima L0 wheels on it too, man.
This was the same year that my Honda Hurricane came out because I had
Well,
it. And like they at that year, they were like, everything must be inside plastic. Do not
And-
let any
yeah.
part of the motorcycle be seen.
And remember,
I love a Hurricane 1000.
yeah, and remember of this particular time frame, 1987. You couldn't have a
Those
Ducati
are my
unless you had
favorite
an
sport
elephant
bike era.
on the speedometer.
Oh, right.
I know that there's one on the gas tank.
There's one on the gas
There's
tank.
several
Wait, what
that
was the
sample
point of the elephant?
motors.
So the elephant, because the Cagiva and Ducati partnership
Yeah.
of the era. So the elephant was their little icon, their little animal. So that when Ducati and Cagiva got together and built an adventure bike, it was called the Cagiva Elephant, right?
Oh, yeah.
super cool.
Wait,
yeah.
isn't that one
really
that
big trunk in front.
What
the trunk and
didn't an American like Scott Harden or someone race that at Dakar?
Dakar.
Yep.
Absolutely.
All right.
And if you look,
Absolutely.
the the Cagiva Mito was based on the 917, I think, but look at like 1/4 scale. But I thought Cagiva briefly did a Paso 125.
I think they did.
I think they did
you're
too.
right. I
Itty
think they
bitty
did a pass that
little-
one.
Oh my God, that does look like
I
a
mean, most of
Cagiva.
these Italian, you look at Ducati, they had 50, they started out building bicycles or something, you know.
There's a Cagiva Elephant over at Skidmark right now.
is there?
One of the members over there has been working on it for a while. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Actually, it was a good looking bike.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, they are cool. So, little show notes. So, those of you who are going to EICMA, Rich bitches. Oh man, I can't afford to go to EICMA. I can't afford to. You're going to see Motorini bringing out some new shit. Ooh. And one of the things that Motorini is bringing out, and there's no pictures of it yet, is the Motorini Kangaroo.
Oh,
and why you might be interested in the Motorini Kangaroo is from way back when I was a young fella. Motorini took their 3.5 motor, their V-twin 350, and put it in a dirt bike. A dirt bike with a V-twin. Well, that's ambitious. A couple of big honking side draft carburetors and a little tiny gas tank, and they said just unleash it in the dirt. Just go have fun. Yeah, and by the way,
it had a pouch at the front too.
Marsupial.
And you had the sneakers with the little zippers on the side you could put your shit in.
The trick was they were competing. Their idea was they were competing against the Suzuki DR 350, right? Which was a great bike in its own, absolutely in its own right? And they built this adorable 350cc off-road motorcycle. But unlike all of the other off-road motorcycles of the day, this one had a thing that most of them didn't have, and that was called torque, because it had a V-twin in it. So the V-twin in it gave it a unique thing. And it turns out it was such a great idea, all the other manufacturers avoided it like the plague and went on building other motorcycles while Marini went bankrupt.
But it's heavy.
Yeah, it may be slow, but at least it's heavy.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, 1983, man. 1983, they did this shit.
I like the frame.
I'm still mad they named it the Calibro and not the Excalibur.
Yes, exactly.
They should have named it the Excalibur.
Well, but you got to Italianize. You
do have to Italianize it.
To me, the Escape doesn't have any Italian sound to it too much. It needed something.
To me, I think Africa, the Cape of Africa.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Ex Capini.
Yeah. Right. It should have been
It should have been something that was a little more Italian.
The capo.
I like that bike though, man.
I'm curious.
There's a lot worse names.
Well, I'm curious to see.
Is that going to be the 450 or the 3? We don't know. Well, I know they've got a 450.
And they have a 3.5.
And so they're going to have both. So, are they both going to be
we have
dual
been
sport
teased
type?
with We have been teased with the, what do they call it? The ice trek ice.
It's like some awful
the
name.
450 to be named later.
Yeah.
The ice Shrek or whatever.
Allthrek.
Allthrek.
It's already in Europe.
But that's to be changed. It's already lost the Allthrek. It was then supposed to be...
like, how did they
can't
go?
remember that, but they're supposed to not be the Allthrek.
Wait, can we go back to this?
Go ahead.
How did they get through meetings?
The
Vettore.
The Vettore.
Yeah,
they go, I want a venti.
Right.
Yeah, but like, how does like the one that sounds like, like Nazi Germany, like how does that make it through the table and go like, yep, that's fine.
That
People are going to love it.
Yeah.
That was great.
Yeah.
That was cool.
It goes with the logo, the fascism
That's
logo.
what I'm saying. It's insane.
Yeah. So go ahead and pull this up.
Eagles are in.
Yeah. Do not think that this bike is called the Allthrek. This bike is called the Vettore. Which, by the way, achieves the goal of it being a very Italian sounding motorcycle.
I guess somebody's going to have to pay more money to not have him make that sound.
So,
I guess your payment has worn off.
It's per episode.
This is the level. These 450s are now the hot.
It is going to be the
Ibex 450. You've got this. You've got now the KLE 500.
The KLE 450. I mean 500.
Yeah, exactly. KLE 4 something that they call it 500, rounded to a 500.
The KLE 450. No,
on a curve.
You know, green bikes never die, right?
Green bikes never die.
Yeah. Well, these are white.
That bike looks like it might be a really good bike.
Again,
I'm really excited.
I have no reason to believe it won't be.
Yeah.
I have no reason to believe it won't be a really good bike.
What did they come out with the weight on it yet? Though?
I'm sure because it's been out in Europe now for a minute. Yeah.
And if you go to see it at EICMA, there'll be a hot model sitting on it.
Yes.
Like that's always the best part of going to the European shows. Is
if you ever want to do some light woods riding, I have an area.
Right. This is true. Oh, this is absolutely true. He's got a real good, and you can get down in the creek. And
I built a bridge. I can get. I can go for miles.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
I'm in. Got to ride that Escape down that.
I'm bringing the Buscadero.
Yeah.
Let's go on a fucking trail ride
any day after work.
I'm in.
So I mean, that 450 market segment is going to be a really, really strong market segment because again, you can do manufacturing in China and you can hit the whole planet. Right. And the 450 works because in the A2 license segment, you can easily build the bike out to match that secret, sub 60 horsepower number. That means you can sell into people that are on their second level of their license.
That's an A2 European. Okay.
Yeah, A2 European. So it becomes a friendly bike for those markets.
The turbo.
That's a big part of your.
CWC New Zealand says Marini should revive the 1983 turbo concept bike.
That one failed miserably from when I
Wait a
read
second.
about it. Or maybe I'm thinking
Marini Turbo.
I was maybe thinking
a
of
concept bike.
Kajiva did something
Oh, this
like
is
that.
why we love the chat. Thank you.
I love the
Right,
chat.
right.
Yep.
I love the fucking chat. By God, that's
Oh my.
God, what a fucking mess this thing is. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Oh, it's an Italian website?
Well,
Because we
first of
talked
all,
about that.
Yeah.
Well, you can
First
just
of all.
Google translate that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, this does look like a prop from, future, time bikers or something, right?
Judge Dredd.
Yeah. Yeah, that is.
I mean, it's
Yeah.
like Purple Rain.
I fucking
Demolition
love
Man.
it. Oh, I want it.
I look at that. That fairing is bad.
It's
That's
like this just missed a James
Who is,
Bond movie in
that's
the 80s. Like this could have been a Bond bike.
That's definitely could have been a Bond bike.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
I like that
motorcycle's
fair.
not complete
The
unless
Spy
it's
Who Rode
jumping
Me.
over a police car.
It reminds me of
Right.
something like a Eastern European, like an MZ or something.
does.
And like the,
Yeah.
the Stasi would have been riding it.
Oh yeah.
It looks like it could have been like the Toe Cutter's other fucking gang, but they were like more clean cut from the big city. Like, you know what I mean? They were the anti-fucking KZ-1000s. Yeah.
Yeah.
It is funny when you look at this motorcycle and the bodywork screams what 1992 thought the future was going to look like.
Yeah.
But then the tires scream 1965. This literally
There's
has
like no tread on
universal
it.
tread.
It's like straight. Yeah.
Those are old Continental Universal tread.
I like how it has the Nike swoosh, but it's not swooshed. It's
Yeah.
just straight all the way
It's
through the
flattened
bike.
out. Yeah, that is a Moto Marini turbo
Wow.
prototype.
Dude, if they would have put a round headlight in that, I would have came already.
I
2 round headlights.
That would have
like
been
it with the square.
that would have been a shanky shot for sure.
But the seat, it does look like the seat was stolen off this Chris's Suzuki GS450E.
It does.
Yeah. Yeah, they definitely grabbed
looks
his
very
seat.
I love when the seats have the padded fucking horn that comes up like 8
Yeah,
inches
it's like,
onto
but
the
there's
gas
not
tank.
much there. Yeah,
You
it's still
mentioned
going to hurt
Chris's
your
bike.
nuts.
I know where there's the 450L, which is the buckhorn handlebar version of Chris's
any
bike.
kind of Suzuki with an L avoided all
And this
costs.
is a V-twin 500 with a turbo. And I'm going to tell you something about turbos.
In the 80s, turbos, yeah.
A turbo usually denotes a certain amount of spinny. So if you want to have a turbo on something, you generally need to have quite a bit of spinny. So, but V-twin 500s don't usually suggest a lot of spinny. As Honda found out with their CX650 turbo, that the one thing that lacked about it was it took so long to build up steam with that turbo that by the time the turbo said, "Hey, how you doing?" you were already at the top of whatever gear you were in, and the last thing you wanted was turbo.
It'd be like,
The
if you put a
V-twin,
turbo
though,
on
will get
an
a little
NC
more exhaust
750.
pressure.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, what are you going to do with that? You're going to do anything.
Exactly.
Even if the V-twin still gets a little exhaust pressure, it's still not you're going to have a ton of lag.
It's going to be lag.
And you don't know the size of that turbo.
This is a lag wagon.
And is it going to be one of those things where when the
lag
turbo
wagon.
kicks in, does it get dangerous very quickly?
Well, you can't have one turbo. You have to have 2 really small turbos.
That's today's
what she
way.
said.
Of,
Technology.
today's they do a compound. You do a small turbo for
a
the low
medium
end and a
turbo,
bigger turbo.
Yeah. Well, that's something, man. Thanks for that tip, because I am so glad that you're out there, because the Motorini 500 Turbo prototype is kind of sexy. Yeah, it's kind of cool. I like that. I approve. Super, super cool. Yeah, that's something.
Someone's got to bring that to vintage days.
Again, it's a prototype.
I want to see.
It's sitting in like the basement of the Marini.
Right.
Anyway, if
Milan.
anybody's interested in I guess it would be a GS450L
Yeah.
with 800 miles on it. I know where it's at. And
okay.
you could probably,
GS450L.
L?
it's
Yeah,
weird. It's
it's
like
the
Chris's
fucking-
bike, but it's the sway back.
When I first
Oh, it
lost
is this way back.
When
Yeah.
I first lost my license, I learned about L's. Because the court order was to sell my sport bike, and I had to buy a standard bike if I wanted to ride. And so
They
I
made
bought,
you buy. They can do that.
Oh yeah,
Unless it's
yeah.
a
You can't
T
buy a
story
sport
on it.
bike.
Well, it was a creative judge
Court
where he
order.
was like, "I'll either take your license for a year, or if you sell your bike, I'll let you take your license, but you have to show me that you sold the bike."
Oh,
And then if
Yeah.
I didn't, then I would have got the other fine. And then I said, "Well, can I have a motorcycle to drive to work?" He goes, "A standard motorcycle." I said, okay. So I bought a GS 550L with the fucking awful seat and everything.
Pull this
it's
picture
terrible.
up. Because very rarely does a motorcycle violate the rule of your back seat should not be.
No, I
higher
had
than
one.
your
I had the
speedometers.
550 that looked almost like.
That's what I had, a 550,
I had
a black one.
550. Mine was black. We called it Purple Rain.
Yeah, it was terrible. But I did have more girls ride on that than any sport bike.
It was
For
so
some
comfy.
reason,
Well,
they would just jump the fuck on it.
No, sport
The
bikes. are
dentist
like,
who Peggy works for, I guess her sister has one of these sitting in the garage. I got a picture of it. It's black.
Wait, the dentist Peggy Peg. What did you say?
The dentist that my wife works for,
Oh, okay.
Dr. Mueller.
Peggy. Never mind.
Bueller.
I was like, wow.
Is it safe?
Is it safe? But again, Suzuki proved that they could make a nice looking bike. Chris owns it. It's the same year, right?
I was going to do a cafe racer out of mine, but
Yeah, I mean,
the
come
back
on,
is
man.
so.
Chris is already a cafe racer.
Yeah, Chris's is dope.
Yeah,
It's a match to my 850.
They know how to build a pretty bike. They do. They know how to make a bike that's kind of a sexy looking bike.
Oh, dude, the GSXR 1989 GSXR, the white, blue, and fucking dark blue one. That was a fucking. Oh my! I'd be in the woods whacking it, looking at those fucking bikes, dude. And then the first time I saw an 1100 with the red and fucking black, and the dude had the yellow fucking headlight blackouts. Oh, dude, I was pinching my nipples. That thing was so sexy. Holy fuck!
Now, you seem to fuck yourself a lot.
he does.
Well, I couldn't afford him, so all I could do was fucking, just look at him and just fucking want it.
You're just like fucking yourself every day. I think.
Oh, when I finally got a bike, my dick was black from soot. Just fucking.
So if you go ahead and
All
throw
right.
this,
It's instead of the
I
Kenworth.
love
picture.
motorcycles.
if you pull this picture up,
See,
this actually is a good looking
It
motorcycle.
kind of looks
is.
like the BMW.
It
Like
Chris,
the,
I have that fairing in my garage.
I like the fairing.
you do?
Yeah.
that. I have it. It's a green one. It's basically the same fairing. Smith, we got to put that on your
What
bike.
is that?
dude.
Is that the
I've been talking to you
GS?
for like
the E.
10 years about
the E.
that.
Okay, we got to do that.
We didn't get many
You
of them in America.
cocksucker.
Yeah.
And when I came that German, my German ex-wife, when we got to America, she was like, I don't want a scooter anymore. I don't want a Vespa. I want a real motorcycle.
Wow.
And I found one of these, cheap as chips, in the exact same paint livery, the Starbucks or the Battlestar Galactica paint scheme, where it's the Tweaky paint scheme.
Yeah,
it's a
yeah,
silver
yeah.
bike with blue trim. And Chris had that exact same bike. So it's a beautiful, it's a really, really nice looking bike. And it is 1980 period correct. Like that bike has
it's
what 80s
it's
styling
cool
should
looking.
have
Yeah.
Yep.
That bike comes with the synthwave soundtrack.
You got to have like a Walkman,
Yep.
like built.
You get
in
on
the
it, and instantly
side,
goes.
you know.
Dun, 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 dun.
Chris would like to say something.
Yeah, go ahead.
So I also bought a parts bike from you.
Yes.
Same year as a black with red pinstripes
Yes,
on it.
indeed.
So where'd that one come from?
We have no idea.
Okay.
I can't recall. I
Hey,
I filed that into lost information a long time ago.
here's an interesting one.
Yeah. Okay, we have a Strobed MP98 or Strobed MP988. I don't know if this is Vapor Smoke Show, but I've seen something about the Harley Davidson's VR2.
So V-Rod 2.
Right, I guess it's supposed to have the 1250 out of the Pan America.
Oh, that would make sense.
I thought I
They're
saw
going to bring
something.
back the V-Rod. Oh,
That is a rumor,
the
but if that,
VR2.
that's just a rumor, guys. If you're listening, rumor, but that would be fucking dope. I'd be in for that. Because they just brought the Pan America ST out, which is like the street going version, which now it's 150 horsepower, like basically track bike that you can also tour on.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely. Now, this, again, be careful, guys. AI has had its way with this. AI has so had its way
Yeah,
with
you
this.
can't even tell.
You can't,
anymore. You're like,
these
what?
things are like, these images that are up are so not what the bike is going to be. This is so evil.
The worst is clueless, like boomer dudes, where like they left the Sora fucking thing in the video, and they're still like
Sora,
they're still saying it. And they're like, oh, look at this guy, he said that, and you're like, bro, it literally says it's AI, like right next to it.
Literally says it's AI. Yeah. So what I think is probably the most accurate image, there's a couple out there that are just some real fucking wish and a prayer kind of things, but
Like the new Goldwing with that picture I posted.
Oh my gosh, yes. That was so good.
the Goldwing with the roof,
The motorhome.
motorhome.
Goldwing.
the Goldwing with the roof, is pretty
Goldwing.
sexy.
I just saw that. Yeah, that was funny.
Yeah, you're like, yep, there you go. So this,
Every
I
day
think,
is
is
April
probably,
Fool's.
I think it's probably closer to the truth.
You got
wanna pull that
something?
up?
All right,
go ahead.
let's take a
Throw it
look.
up. That's probably closer to the truth.
Oh my God, that's sexy as fuck.
I find different sources that are all kind of pointing to this.
That looks like the Power Wheels Harley Davidson they put out a couple years ago.
Kind of, yeah, it does.
I don't like the exhaust. The exhaust has
Get the
to
fuck
go.
out of here. Fucking change the channel.
I'd take the fucking radiator switch and change it, but I like it, man. I like
It
that.
looks like that. What was the one with the crazy name? The War Eagle fart bag or whatever.
No, it does not.
The royal fucking.
It looks like a Diablo.
Thunder Chicken Alligator Talon.
Yeah.
Right.
I don't hate it. I see what they're doing. They're bringing the fucking, they're
Shut the fuck up.
muscle bike.
Let's see the original V-Rod.
Where's your mic here? I gotta cut this out.
Just because I enjoy motorcycles,
A little too
you know
much.
what? You know what? Take
we established that already.
take the Pan America motor and put it in a fucking road race bike, and now you're talking.
Right. Yeah.
Well, they kind of did.
There you go.
I
just
guess
drive
it's,
Okay.
This is, I mean,
well, no, that they throw it in. Oh, there
as
we
far
go.
as I am concerned, if somebody says,
The
would you
classic.
like to own a V-Rod? This is the V-Rod I would own.
With a
Because it's the
reinforced second gear.
original, yes, exactly. This is the original V-Rod.
I mean, Arnold Schwarzenegger comes to your house to deliver.
yeah, he
it,
delivers
I
it,
think.
right. I liked everything about this. I liked the dumb solid wheels. I
Why?
liked...
Why, whenever I see one of those, I see the Kymco VNOX sitting right
It is a
next to it.
Kymco VNOX, exactly, right. And this can only be parked out in front of your Airstream trailer. Yeah, next to your P51D Mustang, right?
I dare you.
Yeah, that's where that motorcycle should only ever be.
What,
seen.
I mean,
You
the
not like
aluminum is going
You
to be
not like this one?
Yeah, I do. What's wrong with the V-Rod? I'd
The
take
V-Rod's better. The old
If
one's way better
they had
than
gears
that
that
new piece of
didn't
shit.
turn to cheese, I'd own one.
Yeah, I mean, and again, and everybody who owns one of these will tell you it's like the best of both worlds. Porsche motor, Harley Davidson bike, and I was like, no. Not the best of both worlds. Not the best of both worlds. No, I get it. You fell for the marketing.
I don't
Not the best of
They
both
were like,
worlds.
these genetics are going to produce an amazing kid. And then they came out and they're like,
We got a guy in our neighborhood who has been hate fucking one of these for about 15 years. And he went, the first time he came by the shop, he had no first.
Oh,
No, wait. The first time he came by the shop, he had no second gear. And I said, it's okay. You can work around that. And then the second time he came by the shop, he had no first gear. So now he's been driving at 345, right?
Oh.
And he goes past the shop every day at full chat. And he's got one of the very last V-Rods where they snuck that super large 200 series tire on the back of it.
yeah.
And
It's like a Corvette tire.
and yeah, this thing is pop riveted and duct taped together. This bike has just seen one too many DUIs. And and you can hear him coming before you can see him. And all I can think about is like all the time and energy that went into the R&D of that motor just to have this guy neglect it hard for 15 years. Yeah, it's really, really seen some shit.
so when it came out though, like the Harley crowd kind of rejected it.
Yeah,
right?
hard,
Like, hard, right?
Hard.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah. You had to park
Well, it was-
behind the Sportster
Yeah.
883.
It was everything they
don't
hated in the
even wave
motorcycle.
at you.
Technology.
Wave at you. Sorry, Hoss, I can't see you behind that radiator.
Harley's only, sir.
Sorry, no waving.
Don't need no stinking water.
Yeah,
What are you talking about?
dude. No Harley ever had a Gadiator. Yeah, that's what it is.
Wow.
I just came up with that. I'm pretty proud of myself. Yeah, that's fair. Okay, so that's that. Jesus fucking Christ. I'm telling you, every once in a while you're like, yeah, the internet's a pretty bad place, and then you see something like this, and you're like, no, people are worse. Sleepy, throw that up. I just threw up, so Sleepy can throw that up. There you go.
What is that thing?
Oh, yeah.
That's our
Look
V-Rod.
at the tire, man.
That really, I've never seen that version.
No,
of it.
you didn't see that because that's what happens when you let a guy have meth and a V-Rod.
That's terrible.
and a lot of AI. I think I don't. Yeah.
The funny part is,
In the
Big Dog made this.
No,
and
it
they-
does
and they
have a
called it
jack
the
shaft.
Pitbull.
Yeah, it has a jack shaft. It might be real.
I think
the
that's
license
real.
plate
That might
just
be a real
cleans
one.
the tire off.
Yeah, exactly.
Are they doing the thing they do with a ruckus where they put like the tire on, but it's too small for the rims?
So here's the thing, though. Okay, when you have the
Stretch.
forward
Those are-
controls and
yeah.
the flat bars like that, like, you're just fucking like, you're just in a constant, almost touching your toes. Fucking, there's no way you're driving that thing for more than 20 minutes.
Someone
No,
should
you
throw
don't have
ape
to.
hangers on that thing. You know.
Look, the front tire is 24 inches or so. The back tire is 24 inches wide. It's a 300 series back tire. It literally says,
Yeah.
I think it might even say 360 on the tire.
I was gonna say, yeah, that's bigger than a 300.
Yeah, it's big. It's big. As much as we can say, like, yeah, I think this is AI. AI wouldn't have known to put a 4-inch spacer on the non-functioning shock absorber.
And a jack shaft, too.
Yeah, and a jack shaft, exactly. So
It might have been able to stretch something out a little bit.
Yeah.
Why do I envision Shaq writing that?
Oh, yeah.
Didn't Shaq have? He had custom.
He had OCC built him like a 1 3/4 size chopper.
Oh my God. That's right.
Yeah, well, I'm serious.
Shaq should be driving a M109. That is.
Well, yeah, that would be the obvious bike for Shaq, but it'd still be too small for him. Yeah, it would still be not.
Dude,
big
look it
enough
up.
for Shaq.
Look up Shaq's chopper,
Okay, all
OCC
right.
chopper. I think it
OCC.
Yeah, I think it looked like a fucking step ladder, dude. It was so big. If I remember it correctly, I might be wrong on that.
Oh, you're not wrong.
Okay,
you're
found it?
You're not even slightly wrong.
Oh, yeah, I can see that from here.
You're not even slightly wrong. I'm trying to find a picture with him on it for scale. So, yeah. Okay,
I mean, it's fucking giant. The bike was huge.
well, with him on it, it looks remarkably in scale.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
But then you got to have someone next to it.
When
like
you look though at Paul
Paulie or
Senior
whatever.
standing
Yeah.
next to it, the mirror's over his fucking head.
Yeah.
You got it?
Right? Yeah, go ahead, throw it
All
up.
right.
So, like, when you look at that, it literally looks like he's sitting on a 250 Virago.
Hey, look at the engine. Look at the engine.
2300 cc motor, and it looks like a 250 Virago.
And it's funny, it looks like one of those plastic motorcycles with the little plastic
That's like
motor
one of those
in it.
ice bear, choppers.
Martin
Like it's
Monster.
actually a lay-down motor with a fake V-twin on the top of
It's a
it.
Kicker 5150. Right. Yeah, that is it. Yeah, that's a huge human being making that
I
motorcycle.
think that the custom
look
forks
tiny.
alone.
Yeah, look at that.
was
The
like-
forks are like 5 inches thick.
You would think they would put a bigger front tire on it.
I think that's the biggest you could have bought in that day.
Back then,
Probably.
yeah.
I think that was the biggest bike. The biggest.
Yeah, because they
tire.
could have milled it, but they probably didn't have any
Yeah,
rubber.
that was like 2000, early 2000s,
You have
maybe.
the 37-inch pizza cutters you got
Right.
now.
When you throw the picture up of Shaq next to Paul Senior on the ride, there is no forced perspective there.
Oh my God.
See, does it look like an aluminum ladder?
Oh man,
That's what I remember.
Yeah, it
looked
does
like an
look like
aluminum
a-
ladder.
This is pre AI
It's the,
Photoshop shit, and it looks
it's
so.
the little giant.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it is. It is a little giant folding ladder. Yeah, that's God. What a thing. Oh my God. Hey, I get it.
I knew a guy that was trying to market giant choppers. This guy was like 6'6". He lived down in Georgia, and they were called longbows.
Longbow.
And
Really?
but the guy unfortunately had a early demise.
Oh, he did?
But I think he did produce some like custom ones, but never got like the production line going. But I don't know if there's any online footprint or a record of it or anything. But
Yeah, because I mean, obviously, the AH-64 helicopter is called a longbow.
Well,
Okay.
the problem
Right.
is you search longbow and you're going to end up with Rakitas.
Okay.
this guy was like in
that's also
Rome,
what they were-
Georgia, or
some of those
Marietta,
were-
Georgia, somewhere up there.
Yeah. I'm desperately trying to.
410 Goldwing, right?
Moto
awesome.
Smith says he makes Paul Senior look like a 4'10" Goldwing rider.
does. Absolutely.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that is a ridiculously
Yeah.
big motorcycle. Yeah, that's bonkers. That's something, man. I get it. I give it to you. That's some crazy shit.
I have some breaking news.
Yes.
Ready? So, Phil, you should be super excited today.
Yeah.
Yesterday, Continental announced and released that they just released the TK82.
The TKC
82.
Part 2 electric boogaloo.
Yes.
That's right. Yeah.
Improved in all the manners. The squares are now more square,
The squares are squarier.
and they're divided more. And that's about all I noticed.
Yeah. Again, I don't have a problem with that. I have never had a problem with TKC 80s, despite the recall.
Most of your bikes usually wear TK.
I love the TKC 80
Yeah.
because of the recall.
I gotta see a
Because of the
picture.
recall. Right. Some people turn that into a job.
Uncle Pete cornered the market on
Cornered the
TKC.
market.
TKC 80.
Hey, you got anything to use
got any
TKC 80s over there?
I know how to make them new again.
Hey, buddy, you got any TKC 80s in your garage?
Absolutely. Yeah, the TKC 80 is still absolutely one of my favorite tires ever. No complaint whatsoever. So now what they're doing is if you want to pull this up, I'm just going to show the secret. The secret sauce is an asymmetrical block pattern. So the block pattern is now asymmetrical. So now it's instead of just being like you're either, center or right, center or right, center or right. Now it's center, right, left, center, right, left, center, right, left. So I don't know. I guess it just doesn't have as much of a paddle wheel function, I guess. Whatever. I don't care. It still looks cool. Yeah, I love it. I'm still in.
Any Mad Max builds will do just fine with these.
TKC 80 was one of the OG like adventure tires.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yeah.
They were.
Do they make a lot of noise? So I mean, you're on there.
They weren't that bad.
Okay.
The longevity on the road, if you went
And they
anywhere
were
on the road.
surprisingly good on the wet. Like they really handled well on the wet.
Yeah, I have them on that BMW R9T Urban 40th Anniversary Edition GS that I got. Yeah, that's a lot. But what's funny is it gives you a hand and testicle massage as you're riding.
And what year is that bike, Phil?
2022.
Okay, so my 2006 1150 GSA, those were the stock tires that came on that bike. So that's been running for almost 20 years.
Yeah, exactly.
know?
Exactly. And yeah, my bike came with it from the factory. That's what was on them. And if I so inclined, I could get the recall to give me brand new tires because mine were pre-recall tires. So my bike is shod with tires that qualify for the recall that Pete's talking about.
What do you have to do with the old tires? To send them in or anything? Or
you could just take them to Cycle Gear or whatever.
Right.
They give you a new
but you have to turn them in somehow.
Yes,
supposedly.
correct. Yep,
So you have to burn the fuck out of them. You can take them back into after a big burnout, right?
Sure, that's what I did.
I took them off my bike immediately because they were unsafe.
Thank you, Pete. I did the same thing. Okay. Yeah.
They just happened to be worn out at the time.
Right.
I was lucky to escape with my life.
That was exactly it.
They're very unsafe.
Yeah. I pointed over at my motorcycle with those unsafe tires on, and I said, "I'll take another set, please."
after I wear these out.
And then I'm going to leave these here when I bring them back to you. Yeah, that's exactly right. I promise you, I still think it's a great tire. I will fight for this tire. I love this tire. I think it's one of my favorite tires. And I'm not a person that goes off-road. Pete actually goes off-road. I just think they look sexy as fuck. I'm in it only for the posing value. That's it.
Hey, the looks. That's
that
that's
is
what
it.
gets the chicks.
I'm going to be the only guy out there with armor all on my TKC 80s. Yeah. Fuck it. They look cool.
Chicks don't look at motorcycles. Case in point was Steve Sleepy picking up chicks on his GS 550L.
Right.
Yeah, right. They looked at the seat and they said, "Ooh, look at that. That looks comfortable."
The L stands for limited. Yeah. It stands for lame.
Yeah, it does.
Ladies.
It says that my license is in suspension or something.
I'm only allowed to go this fast. Yeah.
I'm being punished.
The judge said I can have this much fun.
He was pleased with my motorcycle choice.
Oh, was he? He was like, yeah.
That you'll never go fast on that thing.
bike.
That'll slow you right
He's
down.
like, take that to Tinker's Creek on Saturday and
I
wax
had a
it.
Honda Rebel picked out for you, but sir, you've gone plaid.
That is cromulent for my needs.
Oh, man.
So I see you found Jerry Lee Lewis's bike.
Yes.
That would have been about the same era as the Rebel 450, which only existed for a brief period of time.
Right. But that was the era.
Just
That
that.
was
That's for the over-the-top rebels.
Yes.
Wow.
Whoa, settle down.
Rebel
Settle down. Leave some pussy for the rest of us, pal. That Rebel 450, man. Back off.
Does that have the E-clutch?
That's when you're feeling extra rebellious.
Yeah.
But ironically, those were one of the first tubeless tires, spoke tires I ever saw.
Comstars, baby.
Nice.
No. Those aren't Comstars. Those are wired rims.
Were they really?
Look.
No way.
No way.
No way.
No, it literally is a tubeless spoked wheel.
My God, I did
Yeah,
not know that.
BMW
I'm
has
so
those. A
excited
lot of
about
people
that.
have them.
No, this is like 84-ish.
Oh my God.
All right.
A 190 by 18 and a 140/90 15, because tires should be hard to buy, right? Don't want to give you anything that.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't want to give you any tires that are easy to find, right? Son of a brisket.
Yep.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah, those are some deep fucking grooves. No shit.
Yeah, the first time I
You got a
ever
pick?
changed
I
tires,
got a pick. Pull it up.
Shocked the hell out of me.
They are not BMW style. These are reaching hard to a center ridge.
Yep.
So yeah, they're not going to be fun.
Well, that's like, so I was always thinking about trying to get some tubeless ones for my Africa Twin.
Yeah.
And obviously you can buy the brand new ones, but there's some from, the eBays that are like $1,200 for the set. And that's what they are now. They have like the center ridge.
Center ridge and not enough of a deep groove to make tire changing fun. And it does appear to be. Am I wrong in thinking that looks like an alloy? Or is that chrome?
I don't know.
That looks like
aluminum rim.
It does look like an aluminum rim, doesn't it?
I think if I remember, they were alloy. The one I worked on was pretty ratty. So.
Yeah. So that's going to be like if those tires have been on for more than 5 years, that is going to be a struggle fuck to get those off because that drop channel's not real deep. Yeah, that's going to take a whole lot of warmth. Yeah, but those are definitely tubeless. Rock on. Way to go, Honda. I'm impressed. So and Tom for knowing that shit.
Say, way to go,
Stupid trivia.
Yeah.
Since you're talking about rims,
I think he's going to be the Honda Whisperer from now on.
No, he's
going to be the Honda rim job.
Yeah.
The Honda Screamer.
It's the new Sprint. Oh, okay. That's.
Oh my god.
Oh boy.
But
it's $6,000 then, right? That's the new Sprint.
It's a new Sprint. The new Sprint. The new Harley Davidson Aramaki Sprint.
The AMF.
The AMF Aramaki Sprint 350.
I think that's going to be will go the way of the Livewire. They're going to tease it. It's going to be around for years. They're going to sell 50 of them, and then that'll be it.
I want them to sell Aramaki sticker kits.
They'll change the name of it to the Shart.
I was thinking Shortster.
Yeah, the Shortster.
Shortster.
Exactly. Oh my god, that's crazy. That's super.
The Shortster.
I have a close up of those rims just because I had to bring it up, just because it's super cool.
Sleepy is itching to say something.
I know. Sorry, Sleepy.
He's going to tell us how he masturbates to him.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
Oh, wait. We got to see these rims.
You guys were talking about the rims, so I was going to tell you.
rims.
I redid the thing on the CT, and I forgot how fucking awesome it is to have rims that come apart.
Oh, yeah.
I was like, how am I going to fit these giant? Oh, that's right.
Split rims, baby.
And then 5 minutes later, the wheels together, and it's awesome. Like,
I'd fuck those rims real hard.
That was like at least 2 weeks worth of.
Damn it! Stop doing that.
For
Bad
the
nipples.
for the nerds at home.
about it.
For the nerds at home, this is going to have that unique Honda combination of somehow they made spokes that rust.
Ooh.
Hooked into a wheel of the finest Japanese Acront or Araya aluminum, right? You're like, this is probably the greatest aluminum that ever got forged, like on a metallurgical standard. And then they hooked spokes into it that rust when you look at them. Those spokes were oxidizing at the dealership.
So it's the channel. Those spokes have to go through that channel. Like they
gotta go
bend.
through that ridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, they got to go through that ridge.
So where are the adjusters on the hub then?
Yeah.
That's weird. They're reversed.
That's fucking
There's a
weird.
reason they only use one motor.
Yeah, I was gonna.
Well, that's kind of how like the BMWs are, right? Because they pull through the sides and you have to adjust in the middle.
You got it. Yeah, that's exactly right. So yeah, pretty cool. And you can get a set of them. Well, there's a front wheel for $199. So if you want such a thing, if you just need a 2.5 by or a 215 by 18 wheel that's tubeless,
No, it is on eBay. Are you sure that patina is legit and not just painted on?
If you
you pay
if you
extra
scour
for
Marketplace
patina.
hard enough, you'll find one that says free next to it.
He sells that patina creator. I just call it used battery acid, and you spray it on your shit, and it looks.
Dude, when
it
we go,
I just leave it out in the yard for a while.
I don't have to go to SEMA next week, which is freaking awesome. But every time we go to these shows with Summit, like we have like you're there and you see the cars with all the fucking fake patina, and I hate them. Yeah. There's like fucking $200,000 cars that they could have had a nice paint job. Instead, they have a really shitty patina. Like, I'm going to take the green and we're going to fucking sand it and show the red, but it's just you can't do it. It just looks bad.
They end up looking like fake remanufactured Christmas ornaments.
Yeah, or the guitars that you buy new, but somebody beat the fuck out of them for like whatever reason. I agree.
Ripped jeans that you buy ripped.
Pre-ripped jeans, exactly.
Yeah.
Pre-ripped jeans. Yeah. Those are tactically ripped. Yeah, we used to sit in study hall and make our jeans rip that way. Geometrically ripped study hall jeans. Yeah, and my mom would shit her pants. She'd be like, "Do you know how long I had to work to buy you those jeans?"
You raise your blade again, be like,
"Yeah, oh yeah, doing the thing." So again, because Brendan's here, all right. A little bit about yourself. Let the folks at home know, where do you work?
I'm a editor for PowerSports Business magazine. I live in Akron, but our company is in Minnesota. So,
right.
EPG Media. They do Snowgoer, Rider Magazine, American Rider. I'm probably missing, PowerSports. We do a boating industry magazine. Yep.
Wow,
we do
Easy
an outdoor
Rider.
power.
I didn't know that magazine.
No, Easy Rider is coming back. Yeah. No models though. It's all guys now.
Just guys.
Yeah, just dudes. But yeah, no, Easy Rider. But yeah, we have American Rider, which was Thunder Press before. And yeah, but I've been in the industry for few years, a couple of decades. Well, probably a decade
And
and
you
a half,
also
15
did
years.
some muscle cars.
And I did automotive. Yes, I worked on an automotive. I've worked on several automotive magazines, but wrote about engines every month for about 20 years. That's why I know turbo, engine stuff. I love geeking out on that stuff. And the bikes, there's some cool engines out there. It doesn't matter if it's 350 cc or 350 cubic inches. I'm like, hey man, it's an engine. It's cool.
Yeah. So you guys I just listened to episode 39 of your podcast.
Yeah, we've only got 39. I know you guys are up to like 520 million.
Wait, what is it? Like 22.3 years or what the fuck did you come up with?
If you listen to it all in a row, you die.
Right, you complete the matrix.
If you right, exactly. And when you'll literally see yourself listening to it. You'll be like, what the fuck? I've been here a long time.
When you get to the last episode, magically the first one just starts.
That's exactly
it. Opens a gate and everything. It's like the Newhart show. You wake up.
We lost a bunch of our episodes, and we had some of our listeners found them. And so what I've been doing is I've been sort of peppering in. If we have to take a week off or something, I'll pepper in an old episode. But we're doing them in order.
Did we ever get them the box? So I bumped into the people that rescued the things at Mid-Ohio this year. Yeah, so that was great. So yeah, these guys loved the show so much that their dad was like really into it. So he recorded every single one and then had them fucking like filed in
CD-ROM.
Oh man, now that's serious.
Sent me some stuff.
Dude, I used to get prison letters from guys.
Oh, dude, our listeners are the best. Our listeners don't fuck around. We have the best listeners.
It wasn't Patreon. It was throw $5 in my commissary.
Yeah, exactly. You're drawing like, I can't wait to get out and work on engines again.
They say sexy.
Yeah.
Hey, can you spray a little WD-40 on the next one you mail me?
Yeah, I need to smell that again.
Maybe makes a noise.
How about some exhaust soot?
So, well, you've been doing great though. You've been getting really good interviews. So you've been getting really cool interviews. Got some really cool people in the industry going, and I think that's great. And I like podcasts that I can listen to. Our podcast is obviously it's a clown show. It's what we are. We're having a good time.
It's awesome. It's amazing.
We're talking about motorcycles. We're going to learn some stuff. We're going to give you some intel. But ultimately, at the end of the day, we're here to have a great time and be stupid. But you're actually interviewing people in the industry.
Yeah, we try to be serious, but I'm not
at that second part.
I mean, I try semi-professional.
Right.
That's about as high a level as I get, But
I'm a fan. So you had the Motorini 700.
Yeah.
So Sleepy had it first.
Oh, did you? Okay. So you put those 200 and some 300 miles.
What's funny is Matt was there the day it showed up. So
how tall? You're a big dude though. So you're
I'm 5'10".
Yeah.
Are you? Oh, okay.
I'm not huge.
I must be 4'10".
I didn't know they stack shit that high.
Yeah, don't judge my penis. It doesn't represent my height.
Right. It's much shorter.
Yeah.
We tried to. We couldn't find it.
Why we call him tuna can.
But I love the X-Skate, the
funny
Motorini.
Because so Motohop Matt happened to be at the shop the day it showed up. So it was sitting out in the crate, kind of like taunting us, like looking at us seductively from inside its crate. Hey guys, what you up to?
Open it up.
So Tom and me and Matt went out and opened it up.
Did it have 0 miles?
Oh yeah, nothing. It was brand new,
that's
fresh
what I figured.
bike.
Yeah.
0 mile bike, absolutely 0 mile bike. And so we undo the crate. You got to get the impact drivers out because when they put these things together, they run them together with 13 millimeter bolts.
Oh yeah,
and it's just zap, and there's so much anger. And cross thread, we don't care. Go for it. Yeah. And so
they're like, we don't have to deal with it. We're just shipping it.
Yeah, and we're taking the crate apart, and the Jawas are circling like that's steel. We're like, yeah, that's steel. That's 1 inch angle iron for you, buddy. And the Jawas are just like, yeah, we'll take every stick as you get done with it. We're going to take it all away. And we got the thing done. We got it out. And then Matt really helped us a lot getting the thing out of the crate because it's always a treat. Like we got a thing to make it happen and make it easier. It's still a battle. And so we got it prepped up, got the thing prepped up, kind of went through it, spent some time learning how the camera works, spent some time kind of learning how the navigation system and the audio works.
I never got any of it to work.
Just like that. Yeah.
And now you're on an iPhone?
No, I'm on like a piece of shit. Yeah. This phone literally.
Dude, you're going to have to show.
I was on the Pixel.
You have to have a Huawei.
No, but you have to download the thing.
I did download that. But it kept saying like, that you haven't paid for this.
Oh no, that was the wrong screen. So that was for the media thing.
That's for
the
the media.
You have to pay for the media thing. There's a screen below that where it would pull the camera because my buddy was in front of me. I was like, dance, and it
so
recorded
you can do
it.
the camera, but you couldn't do.
Yeah.
Did you hook up to the? Okay,
I could hook. No, you couldn't because that's what you have to pay for is to get all your phone connected.
so
to
I
everything.
can get the camera going, and
So I went to the pay. I clicked because it's a fucking QR code.
Yeah.
You aim your camera at it. QR code takes you right there, and then it says like, "Do you want to pay for this?" So
I never saw anything.
The
to
answer
pay.
is yes, I do, and it was $0.00.
Oh.
So I did it, and I tried.
When you downloaded the app.
Yeah, when I downloaded the app. So there's two apps. There's the app for the camera, and there's the app for the media integration system.
Right.
Yeah,
and that
the Carbit.
Right, the Carbit, exactly. Yeah. So I still have it on my phone. And so I downloaded that, and then it asked to go to the subscription service. I went to the subscription service. I was like, yeah, what the fuck? I don't care. It was my shop burner phone.
Yeah.
It's a Pixel. It's like a Pixel 7.
Yeah.
So I threw that at it, and it didn't work. Didn't work at all. Turned the bike off, gave up on it. Then I walked over to the bike, turned the key on, was going to ride the thing home. And then as I'm riding home, I got maybe 3 minutes away from the shop, and all of a sudden, on the screen of the motorcycle was my Spotify logos. Like my Spotify album covers.
Oh, it just
your phone just
happened.
It just happened
because you had already connected to the Wi-Fi and the Bluetooth, and
and I was like,
I just needed a minute to figure it all out.
But the camera's awesome too because like you can set it up so that it'll pre-record, and if you get in an accident, it'll go back.
It'll go dash
you
cam.
can do the loops up to a certain number of minutes.
Well,
but it knows impact, and it saves like the 2 minutes before the impact or something.
I'm going to have to, before I return, I got to connect it.
The impact sensor is not in the motorcycle. The impact sensor is in your phone.
Yeah.
So I learned that after I hit the bike into the wall once or twice. No.
That's what happened.
Right.
Okay.
I couldn't figure out how.
Did you notice
if
the list to the
camera
left?
was
It just pulls a little
built into the motorcycle. The camera's built in the motorcycle. I was like, how does it detect an impact or a collision? So I just took my phone and dropped it on the ground.
G meter in your phone.
Also, certain phones don't have that. It depends. Depends on the model of phone you have. If it has an like
the
newer
really cheap phones, probably.
Yeah, like
newer
iPhones and things like they have the impact sensor. As a matter of fact, I remember for whatever reason I got pissed at my phone and I chucked it at my like passenger floor.
Call 911.
And it was like, oh, it looks like you've been in an accident. And I was like, no. I'm just
pissed.
Yeah, I just fucking chucked it.
So what I thought was, despite my complete lack of enthusiasm for playing with it, because I was like, I really don't care about this. Well, what had happened was it started because I had it set. It started recording my ride, right? So it just started recording my ride.
You saw the ride?
And so what I had, and I don't think I have.
It looks like you're on a
you
motorcycle
downloaded
ride.
both apps.
Yeah,
then,
so I downloaded both apps, and it did work. And what I thought was hilarious was when I had the impact. It put a red flag next to that and automatically saved it. So I didn't.
Oh, so it knows how to keep something.
It's always on a loop.
Yeah.
So it's always running in a loop, and you can set it to loop out at 1 minute or 2 minutes or 4 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever it is. And I had it set to like loop out at like 5 minutes or whatever. So when I had the, drop my phone, it recorded, and it's hilarious because I am not on the motorcycle. When this happens, I'm getting off the motorcycle. So the motorcycle is sitting there. The motorcycle is keyed on. The motorcycle's not running.
Yeah.
I get off the bike. I drop my phone.
And it red flags it.
You can see me getting off the bike. You can see me picking the phone up. I'm standing behind the bike. There's no audio.
Yeah.
There's no audio, but there's definitely me looking at the phone. I'm looking at the phone. You can see I put the phone in my pocket. You see I get on the motorcycle again. It's just a forward-facing camera. And then off I fuck. And I was like, that worked. And
That's
did
pretty
not
awesome.
think it was going to work because I didn't feel like I had completed the steps of the setup.
All right, I got to try that.
It turns out it does work. And then I got my iOS system's phone, and on that system, it actually went first time through. So on the Apple system, it went
you connected
first
a lot
time through.
easier.
It connected much easier.
Right. Now, mind you, you're not going to shoot another in 28 days with 8 of these parked around the film crew. But like, if you got in an accident, the judge would be like, yeah, that was a car that hit you.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not 4K.
No.
Right. It's not 4K. It's security camera.
But
footage.
it gets the job done.
Okay.
Yeah, it's security camera footage.
But
it is color though. I was impressed by the color.
I mean, when I was in Taiwan for one of the shows, they had everyone was into dash cam. Oh, you got to they had helmets, ridiculous looking helmets well, it's a dash cam. You just hop on your bike and it instantly, I'm like, yeah, but you look like terrible.
And at 60 miles an hour, all you can hear is whistles.
Yeah, right. They're bad sounding. Yeah.
Even my Senna 10C, like at 85 miles an hour on certain motorcycles, it screams. And I'll have to put my hand over it because it's making so much wind noise. Yeah, so much wind noise. So yeah, that's not the best thing. But
well, I was disappointed I didn't get it connected. So now I know that I've got to go through extra steps. And
what my hardest thing was, it wants there to be 2 different Wi-Fi. So it wants there to be a Wi-Fi for your device and the bike are on
because it's got like 2 channels.
It's got 2 channels.
Yeah, it's weird because
and you both have to have Wi-Fi, the same Wi-Fi, or could it be So
that was where I stumbled. Because I was like, oh, well, I'm going to create a new Wi-Fi. I'm going to identify a new Wi-Fi in my phone to make this work. No, it doesn't want that. It wants its Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
So
you got to choose their Wi-Fi.
It's a direct.
Wi-Fi direct. And when it locks in, it locks in. And then your media thing, when it's starting, it's just communicating between the bike and your device. That's
but you know what?
It also did my Bluetooth.
I liked it better than my BMW because in regard to one thing, my BMW is so intrusive. Mm-hmm. Like if I just want to listen to music on headphones and I want to attach my phone to the BMW, it's like, fuck you. 2 minutes later, it kicks my Bluetooth things off, takes my phone over, and I can't get it back. And you just have to give it up. So when you're near the BMW, I'm like, fuck it. Okay, you win. You can run my phone for me now.
Oh, so yeah, they're more. It
is mean
because they don't want you to like. Oh, we're going to take over, so you don't have to.
Right, like it integrates once you attach your helmet to the bike and then your phone to the bike. Like it just tries to take over. And then I noticed if you get the sequence wrong, like if you turn the bike on first and your helmet's not on, then it takes fucking forever to then you just want to go.
Yeah,
weird. So you got to get the sequence right, and it works perfectly every time.
I have to admit the Vespa's Mia system because I use it with both my phone and my headset. Works flawlessly every time I use it.
That is unusual.
It is. I know.
Especially with an Italian vehicle.
I know, right? Yeah.
I usually have to yell and scream and throw the phone across the room. And
it works.
Think of why. It's communication. You have to get the Bella home, so you have to talk. That has to work. The bike can fall apart. It fails when you get to her house. So then
I cannot understand what you're saying when you got both the hands on the handlebars. I need to see one of the hands. You talk with your hands.
It knows every time. Like it's
got a camera in the dashboard pointing at your hands.
Yeah. So I had the Senna 50C, with the camera, and man, I was so excited to use it. But I had a Polaris Razor last year to go out, and we hit mud puddle, and I had the camera going, which is awesome. We got it all in the mud.
Got the full splash.
Got it all splash, whatever. Wow. I took the helmet off, and we're just covered in mud. I didn't really shake out the camera. And so, it must have destroyed that thing and I'm so disappointed because.
Okay, so how many, let's just say motorcycles, how many motorcycles that you don't own have you had the privilege of driving around for weeks to do your motorcycle magazine thing?
I get, it's weird because I'm getting more of that now than this is what I got into the industry for, was I just want to ride stuff.
Yeah.
And it's been more like, no, you got to work your butt off and write about business and write. But, I love that. But now I'm getting a little bit more of it. And, I've gotten a fair amount. So, but not so much on two wheels.
In a motorcycle shop.
Yeah.
Which is great to ride a whole lot of motorcycles, but most of them are broken.
Right. Well, that's most of my stuff anyway. So that's why I got to have stuff that's already ready to go, But I get a lot of 4-wheel stuff, not a lot of 2-wheel stuff, which I'm excited to get some more 2-wheel stuff, but I'm pretty average on the 2 wheels and, but now after the Moto Marine, riding that in the gravel and doing a bunch of gravel roads with it, I'm like, I'm a much better rider on the street now, on the road. Like once on the gravel, I still suck.
You'll become better at the street when you take away your traction. Right?
Yeah,
when you're like,
exactly. You're like, this is what it's like when the bike is slipping on, you're like sliding all over the place. And then you get on the street, you're like, this is no problem.
The moment you can let go of what you want to do on gravel is when you can ride gravel. Cause I was terrified of it and all my friends were good at it and they'd always take me and I'd be miserable. I'd be like, fucking hate gravel. And then finally, the one day the dude came up and he was like, "Stop fucking trying to ride gravel. Don't even touch the bike. Hit the gas and let the fucking thing float." And all of a sudden, I was like,
riding on ice.
Okay, this is a totally different experience now. Yeah.
Somebody told me that when I did a launch, we did a motocross. It was like for fly racing. They had all their guys out there and like pro riders, right? And we're at a motocross track in Idaho, and I'm like, yeah, I can ride. I rode dirt bikes, and I didn't tell them how long ago that I rode them, but I'm like, yeah, I can ride. I get out there, and these guys are whipping by, like, you got like, Damon Bradshaw was out there with his stuff, flying over you. And I'm just like, I can't barely move because the whoops are so big. And one of the, I think it was Jason Thomas said, don't look at just block out all the ruts, block out everything. Just look ahead. Right. You got to pretend like that stuff's not there.
Look where you want to be.
Right.
And the motorcycle.
Because I kept looking at look at that giant rut. Right. I'm like, I'm going to hit that. Yeah, and sure enough, that's what happens. So,
and that's usually, you're always looking at the point of impact.
Yeah.
Right. So you're like, yeah, look at that. Yeah, you did. You hit that thing, didn't you?
Dude, the first time, if you really want to hit the twisties and you're going to hit hard down there and you're going to ride fucking hard, right? The first time you figure out, if you really look way further than you think you even need to look, that's when you get fast. Yep. That's when you get good. I mean, it kind of sucks because then, there might be a horse shit you don't see right in front of you, but you're going to make the turns a lot better.
No, it's totally true. As a matter of fact, with that escape, the bevel in the windshield, when it's raised up, it's got that bevel. When I first rode it home, I'm like, oh, this is annoying. I'm like going up, down. After I've ridden it a while in the dirt, I'm like, I don't want to look right in front of me. I want to look way out in the front. So it got my eyes up, got the eyes looking way ahead. So it really didn't matter that little, as a matter of fact, when I did get the little contour in the windshield, it made me think, okay, put your head up, put your eyes up and not down.
And then, and if it was like your bike or whatever, you could get like a secondary lip that goes on it, and they work so well because you can literally, on the highway, you sit there and you can direct the wind to just go right over your head at different speeds. Yeah. And then with that windscreen, how it can go up and down if you had that. It's amazing because then you put it down and blow right at your chest to get some nice air, but it's not in your face if you want to get the air in your.
It's a nice setup.
I did not understand because we've done all the Motomarini 650s have a knob that you turn and release it and click.
I spent 20 minutes staring at that fucking thing going, it's supposed to move. Why isn't this thing moving? And
I looked at it and I was like, well, they put a convenient place there to mount your GPS system. That was so cool. And I didn't know that was the handle that you used to mechanically rip up the windshield.
I don't think I would have figured it. If you didn't show me that, I don't know that I would have been
I was in the park finishing the review. It was the last thing. And I was like, because I almost forgot. And I was like, wait, this thing's supposed to have a fucking movable windscreen. Right. So I go over there and then I'm like doing this and I'm like,
so did you have it on low the whole time until?
Yeah. So I had it low and I'm like sitting there. No, maybe it was whatever you left it on.
I left it up.
Okay, so maybe it was high.
Because when I did my helmet cam shot, my first little ride around, I was like, you know what? If this bike had an adjustable windshield, it'd be really cool. Yeah. And then I was like, literally pulled into the parking lot at my shop and I was sitting there and the windshield appeared to be like vibrating. And I was like, that sucks, man. That rattle sucks. And I grabbed that thing and I was like, hold on a second. I was like, holy shit, it does have an adjustable windshield.
You have to be forceful with it.
And it's not just an adjustable windshield. It's my favorite adjustable windshield because it requires no knobs to turn, nothing to twist, just pull one action.
Yeah, you just push up.
Yeah, you can almost while you're riding. I did it. I was like, okay, but you got to know it's a commitment.
I knew what time you closed. I knew I wanted to get the bike back that day. I have a list. So I have my list of stuff. I had all the specs that I wanted to talk about and everything like that. And I wanted to check things and stuff. So I'm getting to the end of it and I'm like, oh, fuck, I missed this windscreen thing, right? Sun's going, also. I'm sitting there. It took me literally, I'm like, Mike was with me. He was laughing at me. He was like, what are you doing? I'm like, this fucking thing moves. So we're both, now we have two people. We're staring at it. I'm like, I see gears. Right. And so we're looking for a knob to turn the gears. No. So we get to the point where he's like, well, I'm not going to push this thing. And I'm like, well, Phil's my good friend and I have a couple bucks in my pocket. So, and it goes, shit. I'm like, yes. And it fucking moved. And I was like, I got it.
I got movable windshields on a lot of different motorcycles I've owned. And they're all, Moto Guzzi. You want to adjust the windshield? You have to take both hands off the handlebars, twist one nut this way, twist the nut the opposite way, and then raise or lower the windshield, right? BMWs, absolutely. Oh my God, you got to push it in and turn it. So you got to push the nut in and turn it while you're doing that. You cannot do it while you're going 75 miles an hour down a freeway, right? This thing you can legit with one hand reach out and go up, down. You know? It's violent.
No, it's neat. Yeah,
Don't get me wrong. It's pushing it harder than you think you should.
Right. You think you're going to break it.
It's not going to break.
But you're not.
You're not going to break it. Yeah. And they do make 2 different windshields for that, or 3. So they got the one that came on it, and then there's a taller one, and then there's a taller and a wider one.
Yeah, but GV and everybody else, I mean, don't they have that shit already? Yeah.
They jump right on that. Yeah.
No, as a matter of fact, right before I came up to get it, I got an email with all the GV shit that was like, oh,
yeah,
wow, that would be pretty cool.
Yeah, they've done a good job with GV to make sure you can load that bike up.
Yeah,
and GV's fucking, I think it's GV. They're crazy. They're doing shit where, did you see where you can buy a fucking BMW GS 1350 and then convert it to a road bike with their shit? It's insane. It's all the plastic work, a fucking nose, everything to put on the bike. It's pretty cool looking, man.
It is cool. Yeah. Well, we're starting to see these non-traditional ideas. You're starting to see stuff that you're like, okay, well, it's not just make a CB750 and then buy this to make it into a touring bike, buy this to make it into a sport bike. We have get to the point of specialization where they will offer you so many different versions of a motorcycle.
Very modular.
Extremely modular.
Yeah.
Extremely modular.
Well, I honestly, it's an awesome idea to have a bike that you could kind of put into the instead of having and now we all want a garage full of bikes, right? But if you can go like, hey, I got a sport bike here and a dual sport, I can go off road with it. I can do, depending on the kit. It's sort of the supermoto thing too.
What's impressed me about most of these middle to heavyweight adventure bikes,
middle white,
yeah, the middle earth bikes, is they tend to be really, really good in the twisties.
Yeah.
So that's kind of the thing where you look at these things and you're like, yeah, I never really considered, a semi off-road vehicle to be something I'd.
It's actually pretty good. That one's pretty good.
Really nice. And you could hammer that thing through a corner and it just feels great.
Yes.
Yeah. It doesn't feel bad at all.
Matt said, twist it, pull it, bop it.
Twist it, pull it, bop it, shake it. Yeah.
Shake it.
And put that on the camera, Becky, if you're gonna, get your tits out.
Oh,
I don't know what's going on over there.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm only looking into 2 bright lights.
Yeah.
Hey.
The headlights were actually looking at
straight into that.
Right.
The shaky cam is
Step
one of the
around
wrong
here
directions.
behind the bar.
I feel like a deer. Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. Does anybody else got anything else?
Very quickly.
Go ahead, Sean.
As my aunt had tuned in earlier, she suffered with us the whole. She is still tuned in the whole time.
Really?
Wow.
Yes, I think that might be the first time she tuned into a live one.
And Heidi, you're allowed to tune out.
Tanta Heidi stayed in. But also, it is my uncle's birthday today.
Oh, happy birthday.
I wish him, but my uncle Alphonse's his birthday today. So happy.
my God, what a great
additional happy
name.
birthday, Uncle Alphonse. And she switched. She put us on the big screen in her living. She's got us on 75 inches in her living room.
Yeah.
Oh, she can fit almost
So down on
Yeah,
the lower
she-
screen, we got their village where
So
they.
my head will almost fit on the screen.
Hold on. For that, we need the Shanky's cam.
Yeah, Shanky's cam.
Shanky's
Yeah. Very cool.
Thank you to our lovely sponsor, Shanky's Wear.
Shanky's Wear.
Sponsors the cam with booze.
Right.
Thank you very much.
Does anybody else have anything else?
I got a quick announcement.
Go ahead, Mr. Pete. I've been waiting for this.
Well, I was waiting for an opportunity.
Yeah.
I planned a little trip, get a little getaway for the late 2025 riding season. A week from Saturday, we're departing for South America. We're going to go to Ecuador for a week.
Ooh.
Whoa, dude.
Wow.
Riding?
Yeah, we're going to fly and ride. We're going to fly into Quito, pick up the bikes on Monday and ride through Sunday. And then 2 days in Quito on the front end, 1 day on the back end. And then
Is this Ecuador Freedom Bike Rental?
It is, yeah.
Oh, okay. No,
So,
that's
what kind
a
of
quality.
bikes are you getting there, Pete?
We're going to ride DR650s. There are 4 of us going. Dave Nolan's going, Brett Baldy that did the monkey trip last year, and Brett Baldy's son. And the route we've chosen is about 80% off-road. It's going to be going into like some remote villages kind of stuff and staying out of the big towns for the most part. And yeah, we're just looking forward to it.
And this is the
sick.
self-guided one.
Self-guided,
right?
yeah.
This is
We're
the
not going with
self-guided
that.
Oh.
Right, yeah.
Do you get like GPS or something kind of?
Yeah, they give you GPS with the predetermined
map.
route, and then the hotels are set, so you're riding basically from hotel to hotel.
So they line everything up for you, but they don't guide you along the way.
You're not doing that one that was being advertised that this will be the most miserable 2 weeks of your life.
Well,
you'll bond with your brotherhood over misery, death, dragging your motorcycle through sand. Only $28,950.
Yeah, it's going to be like that, but we're not going to have anyone.
There'll be less docking.
Oh, okay.
I feel like they should just give you a Sony Walkman and headphones, and you have to listen to that for the directions.
Go to the old gypsy
be on a
tours,
loop.
and on your right, you'll see Big Ben. And on your left, kids, it's Parliament.
No, for them, they'll be like, on your left, we'll see some sand. And if you look to your right, there's some sand.
And that's where we lost Mickey 15 years ago. You can still see the corner of his handlebars sticking up through the dirt. Let's not be like Mickey. Yeah. I did the gypsy GPS tours all over Hawaii and stuff, and they're fucking awesome.
Oh, man.
Because they're literally just in the car, it's playing over your phone, and the guy's voice is delightful. It's like warm butter dripping off a biscuit. It is just like, hey guys, so here we are in Oahu. And if you fuck up and you just blow up and you're not going the route he wants you to go, so it looks like you don't want to see Machu Picchu today. Oh, right. Well, it's okay. We've got something for that too. And he's literally got these things prompted out so well that if you don't go on the prescribed route,
he's got something
else for you.
Wow.
We got a great one from New Zealand again.
Oh, more from New Zealand. Thanks, Heat from Kiwi Land, for the laughs and the knowledge. Apologies for being upside down from the US of A. Well, right now, being upside down from the USA is goddamn
probably
good.
The US of A-hole.
Yeah, you're having a much better time than we are, sir. Yeah.
But thank you for tuning in. That means a lot to us.
I really do. And
what time is it down there?
I'm pulling for your. I'm
next
pulling
week.
for your
Should they be
snails.
Next week. Yeah.
I hear the toilets flush differently.
Yeah,
there.
they do.
He's already
they
got the
come
moto
up.
numbers.
Exactly. Yeah, he figured it out. So that's Ecuador Freedom. So Ecuador Freedom, freedomBikeRental.com. That is fucking cool. So those self-guided tours, they're going to give you the GPS with all the stuff, right?
Yeah.
And then do they have different levels of intensity that you can choose?
Yeah, they have a number of itineraries you can choose from. If you want to they had one that was like a deluxe tour where you stay in like eco lodges and stuff like that. But we wanted it a little bit more gritty, so we're staying in like.
You can pull this up, Sleepy, because I'd really like the friends at home to see this. You can have the self-guided chocolate and cloud forest tour. Oh, look at that.
Yeah, that's a one-day tour. So
That's
you
a one-day tour.
scroll down some
Keep
more.
scrolling down.
We're doing the
7 days?
self-guided.
Self-guided off-road Pacific Discovery.
They're doing the hardcore enduro.
4 days, 6 days, 7 days, 9 days.
The Andes.
Jesus Christ.
Andes. We're not doing the Pacific. We're not doing the
Cloud
Andes
Forest
twist.
Coast and Craters tour?
Hey, what kind of shekels you got to give out to do something like this?
It was like $1,800. That includes your bike.
Shit, that's not bad.
And your,
that's pretty good.
And the hotels for all of it. And
oh my God, dude.
Wow.
3/4 of the meals are included, I think.
Oh,
There's
wow.
a couple times
Avenue
where
of the volcanoes?
How was the flights though? Are they insane or they?
No, it wasn't bad at all. That was the other. So Ecuador uses this is the why we decided on Ecuador. They use the American dollar as their currency. So there's no money exchange going on. They're in the central time zone, so it's not like you're gonna have
like
big jet
80
lag or
hours
anything.
different.
And it's a relatively easy flight to get there. We have a connection in Atlanta, but I think it's like maybe an 8 or 10 hour travel day with a 3-hour layover in Atlanta. So it's
like going to Hawaii.
It's easier than going to Hawaii.
Yeah, probably.
That's fantastic.
The only thing that makes me nervous is in like 3 weeks we'll find out if Pete's original birth paperwork is all in order.
There's no military coups or anything.
Right.
Or
Better clear out all your Facebook before they come back in.
Shit.
He starts at over 9,000 feet.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Keto.
Do you have oxygen?
Will that engine run at that? I mean,
It's a DR650.
yeah, right.
It lives there. So
It
I'm sure
still
they got
has
dialed
6 horsepower.
It lives there.
Yeah.
I'm sure they got it dialed in.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to take my flatland bike down there though.
But they don't rate it that way. It's not horsepower. It's burrow power there. It's a totally
Right.
different kind of power.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's cuckoo go nuts, man. When I looked at the elevation chart for you.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, you are straight up. I mean, we're
Does
gonna
anybody
translate
smoke
this.
in your group?
No.
Oh, good. Because that's not a place you're
Elevation change.
I mean, it looks like you're starting straight up at 2,600 meters, and then you're at 3,500 meters instantly.
Isn't there some big
within
dry
25
lake
kilometers.
beds up there that they do like speed, like the
I think you're thinking of the salt flats maybe in Bolivia.
In Bolivia.
Oh, that could be.
Yeah,
Bolivia.
that's the world's largest salt flats.
Oh, yeah. That's
Nothing will
it,
get your cockles out like topping out a DR 650 across.
It'll be like
Use the DR because they have to go straight up the hill to start.
The DR's like, what else you got? Amateur, whatever. So you said you guys are both riding, or you have 3 DRs and then 1 701?
Yeah, I think the one guy, Brett's son, is riding some kind of a Husky 701 or a 501 or something like that. Yeah, I forget what he opted for.
So again, I hate to say it, but your DR's going to have to pull him in.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's just what's going to come down to. What it's going to come down to is, I know three of these bikes.
You have to have a minimum of like 2 or 3 DRs for every one.
Not DR.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
There's a person for Pete.
Negative. We
looked at that today.
So La Paz, Bolivia is the highest. And it's like 12,000 feet. So, but Quito is the second highest. It's like 10,000 feet.
Yeah. It is. I was like, yeah, how high is La Paz, Bolivia? As John Meckelfrisch would say, it's
higher than giraffe pussy.
Yeah, it is, right? Oh my God. 11,975 feet, which means like just to live in that city, you should be on supplemental
oxygen. That's 2 miles.
It's 2 miles
up. Denver's a mile high
Denver's
city.
like, we're the mile high city. And they're like,
we got it.
As we found out in North Carolina, don't try to fly a small drone at that elevation. They don't do anything.
No, because they can't make the wind.
They can't get off the ground.
Air density.
There's no air in the air.
Density.
Yeah, La Paz. And like,
that's why they don't fly over there. And they're like,
And you're like, oh,
the Andes, no.
So La Paz, they can't breathe there because there's no air in the air and everything else. And you're like, so there can't be anybody living there. And then you throw up a picture of La Paz and you're like, no, they got it figured out.
Several million.
It's population density, all of them. Yeah, right. That's something.
That's like the only place where there is oxygen.
Yeah, right.
Well, they can use styrofoam for building materials because there's no gravity.
Yeah, they don't want to. No one wants to go to the Home Depot at the bottom of the hill.
They have to stick all the buildings to the ground because they're upside down. Oh man, that's pretty cool. Well, that's super exciting, man.
Yeah, we'll have tales to tell in a couple weeks.
I assume. Oh,
I can't wait, Pete. That sounds really awesome.
It does sound super cool. Yeah, I love everything about this trip. Yeah, and I think it's also funny too that you're like, oh yeah, we're just going to South America.
What's the temperature going to be like down there?
I just checked it this week and it was like 50 degrees maybe, but that was the lows, I think.
Okay.
I think it's going to be all right. When you get to elevation, obviously it's going to be colder.
Yes, it is.
So you got mountains, you got valleys, and if you're on the sunny side of the mountain or if you're in the shady side of the valley, it could be chilly, but
if you get snow, it's not your bike.
We'll be all right.
There you go. That's the spirit. Just don't wear snowmobile gloves.
It's Ecuador. It's right on the equator. Right. It's pretty much even weather all year long. So it's
kind of consistent.
Right. Yeah.
And that's great, man. That's super awesome.
That's exciting.
Yeah, I think that's neat. And it looks really like cool. Everything. I was kind of going through the thing, and it looks like it's 95 miles a day. Like it's not crazy. It's not. It's not trying to.
It depends how off-roady that off-road is.
Well, 95 miles.
Yeah, I mean, if you get like fucking baby heads for fucking 40 miles, that might be.
We're not going to do that. Yeah. No way.
They've got these routes preset, so I'm sure it's stuff other people have done before, and we're gonna be all right.
Not breaking new ground.
Yeah, correct. I think it looks really, really.
And
cool.
we're 4 guys that have done this kind of riding before, so we're not gonna have any like buddy like holding us back or anything. It's gonna be like we all ride pretty equivalently, I think.
I was very surprised to find out you weren't doing it on monkeys.
I would love to do it on a monkey.
We were just proud to debut this trip on the Shanky's Whip Cam.
On the Shanky's Whip Cam. All right. Well, that's it. Boys, it's been great. Thank you so much for coming out.
Thank you for
today.
inviting me.
It was a pleasure.
Absolutely. Thanks,
that was
guys.
just super, super cool. Stay in touch. If you do want, we do have that Patreon thing. Go to the Patreon site, patreon.com, ClevelandMoto. Look it up. We do send you stuff. If you feel like we've shirked our responsibilities or Renee shirked her responsibilities, let us know. Yeah, Squeaky Wheel does get the grease, but the Squeaky Wheel also gets a box of goodies. So
we are going to be at the AIM show coming up in January. So if you see us, Phil, Sean,
all of us, I'll be there too.
Okay, everybody's going to be. John's going to fuck yeah.
All right.
Yeah, all right.
It'll be a party.
Yeah, all right. So we're going to all be there.
Yeah.
And make sure you're subscribed to everybody's channels. Cleveland Moto and Motor Stories.
Yeah, by all means. And that's it, folks.
And
ride fast and
Sleepy
take chances.
And Sleepy's Ovipositor channel.
That's the only channel.
Yeah. Sorry, I had to get that in.
Did not know it. Ride fast, take chances. Pay us out of here, Johnny.
Bum bum ba ba bum ba ba bum 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 ba ba bum ba ba